still alive. We're still alive.
Alright, I'm not in a rush to make a character.
No. We'll keep you up to date.
Better than ever.
Oh,
Don't worry, like
at least a week's advance.
You're always gonna have at least 2 weeks because we only pay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's a 5e character you gotta make. For the level 1 5e character you gotta make for the fucking.
Yeah, it's backstory kind of like backstory.
And we're mostly done with that character. So,
Story, schmack story. It took me like 3 minutes.
Backstory, dude. I'm gonna be.
Chris was done like.
Gonna be hyped.
This is I'm fucking I level up. I do it immediately after the session. Someone's like, new campaign, bam, character made.
No.
Yeah, for me though, I had a pretty interesting thing in the random roll for my cars, so I had to think about it.
That's true. Fair enough. Yeah.
I thought
Chris,
an
if your
interesting
backstory
thing.
must be 1 page, max.
Oh.
I'm still like my fucking card. I'm still pissed
It's
about
not
that.
crazy short, but it's not crazy long either.
Wait, you got a worse card than me?
1 page actually pretty long. Now my battery often.
Depends on how you look at it, Jacko.
I need to have it on my back. There must be a way in the Google Docs, like
Word count. If you just highlight all the words.
just highlight. Okay, where do I put my backstory?
Because mine is extremely neutral, so it would
Look,
have to be an active.
Jacko. In some ways you got the best one, some ways you got the worst one. So.
In one way I got the best one, in a very specific way I got the best.
Give me a recap, what's right?
Roland, here we go.
Okay, so last session, you guys were.
Oh, I'm on stream. Go.
Okay, you're not streaming.
I am. Go.
Okay, cool. Last session, you were trying to go as far away from the feathered lady that kicked your asses. Yeah.
I mean,
and you decided to enter the second circle of the realm, the secret realm.
She may have kicked our asses, but I kicked her head. So who really?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
And as you entered, you did find a couple more lotuses. And you're now, I think you're done with your lotuses, right?
We're done with the whole adventure. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and as you were walking around, you noticed that you didn't seem to be going anywhere. You seemed to going into the same part of the river you were following over and over again. Occasionally seeing the tracks of others as well.
So we turned around and went back the other way.
So you turned around and walked back the other way, and as you in the afternoon took a breather, you were suddenly attacked by flying skulls.
Oh yeah.
That almost did you in. But luckily, with some precision shots, some slashes at the end of the battle, you quickly dealt with the last couple of skulls. After 2 of you were down. And you then took a short rest. And a long rest, I mean. You rested for the night and leveled up.
And now I'm going to be a pirate again. Ah!
Now I'm invincible. I'm so ready for more of those skulls, Potrek. I will fuck them up.
Okay, so
I have
a
like
couple of
no-
things will happen the moment you guys...
The moment we wake up.
Yes, or more precisely, I think it's Tang, you're the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
So,
know.
you, all of you, other than Tang, who's obviously already awake, wake up as you feel just a chill go through the, like, you'll feel like it comes many degrees colder. And you'll, from this sudden change in temperature, you're all awake. You almost instinctively look towards the sun, which is now
Here comes the sun.
like 4/5, like just darkness,
Oh god.
and everything is now dim light.
Oh fuck.
Good thing got that down.
Dude, I lost track of the math at some point, but I'm pretty sure 4/5 isn't what we were expecting. Like,
No,
tomorrow it's going to be like
What about
8/5 or something. Like,
We
it's
were
going to
expecting
be...
30 days, and we're on like day 4.
You're actually on day 5.
Oh okay.
It was 5
Okay,
days
that's
the
a
whole
super-
time.
So we got it. So it's... Okay. Quick quest item count.
Oh wait, no, it's 3/5. Sorry, 3/5.
Oh,
Oh.
we're fine.
Yeah.
We've got weeks left. Okay, yeah, a quick quest item count. We
all
got
have flowers, right?
we all got flowers, right?
Yes.
And how many more beast cores do we need?
I
Raise
have
your
one.
hand if you don't have a beast core.
I don't have one.
Okay, a couple of beast cores.
Okay.
All right.
So 1 or 2 fights. So,
Yeah.
but we need to return to out of this dangerous place. Get out here. Do you have any heals? Because Way is very.
Oh yeah, who's significantly fucked up? But anyways, who's below half?
He's under half health still.
Where's under half?
But he's like about a third.
I'm also
So-
about a third.
I'm a little bit below half.
Okay,
I'm feeling nice,
one
but
for each of you then.
I can always feel
This is for Wei Zedong.
I can always feel
This is for Yang Ye. And this is for Tiangjian. Wait, Tangjian. Ah,
Ooh,
Tang,
baby.
my boy.
Favoritism.
The one with the most health gets the most.
No, that's not true. It was Tom with the most.
Yeah, I
Tom,
already
you
shitty
got
on my HP.
Tang does have the most
this one.
Oh no, okay.
Okay, there we go. 3 is to lay on hands down the drain. What a waste.
What a waste. Should have left him.
Did we? Was it part of
Is
the
anyone
challenge that we also have
fatigued,
to
though, by the way?
return before the end of the test?
I get fatigued after a rage I do. So you can do that after that.
What did you say, Jocko?
Was it part of the test that we also have to return with the items before the end of the?
Nah.
It wasn't
Return
me.
where? We got like skydived in. It was a battle royale. You
That's
never have to get
what
out at the end of a
imagination,
battle royale. Like,
Oh, yeah, you
that's
just
the
get to take a
different
dinner.
battle where you have to leave the circle.
Escape from Tarkov.
but yeah.
People search today.
So yeah, I've thrown those out. Got a little bit of healing left. Yeah, let's search.
Thank you, Baldy. Oh wait, we talked about this. Are you okay with being called Baldy? Baldy? Not Barty?
You've changed class. I see.
Or do you?
Wait, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
A novel nickname to be sure, but a welcome one.
Alright. I think it's pretty funny.
Whatever, shorty.
I kind of squint like, what's funny about it?
Oh. Well, I mean, I could never stay bald myself, so good job. And he kind of like, and then just walks away.
Stay bold yourself.
Just like this, the answer I wasn't expecting. I just like blink a couple of times and then just shrug and move on.
Okay.
Who, by the way, has like difficulty seeing with this dim light situation?
I have normal eyes, so I'm assuming me.
I have no more eyes.
What weirdos with normal eyes?
Okay, so if people aren't sure about this, dim light means all creatures have concealment,
Yeah.
which means a 20% chance of a mischance, and they can also stealth, even
Yeah.
without cover.
Oh, it's just like Pathfinder 2. We may as well be playing Pathfinder 2.
Oh, speaking of Pathfinder 2.
There's no Gestalt yet, and
But low light vision counters this, right? As does, I assume, dark vision and stuff.
Yes.
Dark vision. You can't see in dim light, only dark vision and normal light.
You know, just a little bit of light fucks with the the ability to see in the
the
dark.
weakest point, dusk.
You're all right.
Okay.
In this case, I will pull out a torch and lit the torch.
Light.
Excellent. The beast
Oh, the
will
door's
find
now
us.
lit.
We're attracting all the
so-
key-infused mosquitoes.
My only enemy.
You light a torch, and I think that while it's the only dim light, it actually doubles the. A torch is 40 feet in
Ooh,
dim light.
Look at you knowing all these
No, I
rules.
forgave dim light 40 feet.
It's not like I have the vision and light thing
Actually,
on the
do we
screen.
have light going?
Showing normal light in a 20-foot radius and increasing the light by 1 step for an additional 20 feet beyond that area. Yeah, so it increases the dim light to normal light. So it's basically 40 feet of normal light.
Did someone have light cantrip actually? Because that would be a more useful than this.
Light.
Anyone have a what?
Light cantrip.
The light.
I mean, I might.
Do you
I
like this?
told you to take it, but I don't know if you actually did.
I do have a light cantrip, which as you ask this question does make me wonder why I have a hooded lantern on my character sheet. But you know,
It's such a classy adventurer look.
There's a zone of anti-magic and all.
Like, yeah, you take up the hooded lantern and you light it with the light.
Dude,
Saving up on oil.
Does a hooded lantern give light farther than light, or is this really just a stupid thing to have?
And you can like.
Hooded lantern's
yeah, it
30 feet
actually
and 30
gives-
feet, yeah.
Yeah, 30-60 is hooded lantern.
So it'll give bright light for 60 feet in this condition.
Yeah.
In these conditions.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I give you, I light and hand you my hooded lantern to hold in
okay,
your
I'll carry that around.
Whoa, that looks
By the way,
expensive.
I know
mad
that
oil as well, oil for days.
You are very used to hooded lanterns. Tang. Very useful.
Well,
I-
they're in my head.
Yeah.
I still have wayplant marked on my character sheet. I wonder if I actually have it on though, because I had it before we met wayplant. It's the fucking plant that got my hand.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I had that. I'm pretty sure we met with. Didn't we fight the green lady after that?
No,
after
that
No, that was.
No.
We fought her first, and then that was when we were first along the weird river of repeating.
okay, well, then I still have wayplant. Okay,
Yeah, you still have the plant. Yeah.
excellent.
I'm just watching
Alright.
kind of amusement in the morning when everyone's getting ready to light. I'm like, are we ready?
Yeah, let's go. We're almost done.
I mean, I don't like the look of all these wounds, but there's not much more I can do for them.
Well, perhaps mortal healing tomorrow.
Unless
Maybe I'll reach level 4 and then I can roll 2d6.
Ah, that would be the.
really crazy.
Wait, not before we beat the trials.
Do you think we should
Also,
head
just saying,
up to circle?
if anyone was fatigued, even if just like narratively so, they're no longer fatigued when I lay on hands them. Boom, you wide awake, baby. It's like
I-
coffee infused
wide
lay on
awake.
hands.
Like, do we wish to head into the outer circle today? That was plan.
Well, if
I
we even
believe so.
can. We were pretty turned around yesterday.
Yeah, but we wish to try.
I think so.
No?
I don't think we can take another fight like the one we did yet.
Kind of shrug. Very
Well-
well, let's leave then.
Tough fights make you tougher, right?
They do, but usually it's advisable to recover.
That is when the muscle grows during the recovery period.
I am feeling a bit bruised.
Oh yeah,
I
additionally,
just noticed
anybody,
you're just doing Aragorn voice.
anybody hanging out in my general area also feels more excellent than they
That's
used
a
to feel.
calm person voice, you know.
What's that supposed to mean?
What,
So
what
excellent.
does it mean, Chris?
As if you were standing in an aura of excellence.
Hmm.
What does it give on me?
I feel
It gives you excellence.
Wait, we're all
Actually,
excellent.
it makes me feel weird.
Anytime you're subjected to an effect that would force you to re-roll dice against your will, you get to roll twice.
anytime to reroll against your will. When does that ever
Yeah.
happen?
So if a creature gives you disadvantage, essentially, you
Disadvantage isn't a thing though. Is it?
yeah, but it's more or less disadvantage
Okay.
because it makes you. There are certain creatures that makes you force you to roll twice and take the lower.
I see. I would prefer oil of courage, but if this is all you have,
Yeah, basically. Well, so basically, I'm immune to anything that would force me to re-roll twice and take the lower result. And whenever an ally within 10 feet has to re-roll or die against my will, you get to roll twice and take the higher result. So re-rolls are done with advantage, basically.
Okay.
Which apparently happens in this edition or something. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of this ever happening, but
say so.
Remember it happening at all.
Pointers.
Like that, and I read through a lot of those. Today.
point is, you feel excellent.
I do feel excellent.
I don't like it. I step
To
away
one
from it.
another.
Yeah,
In a Bill and Ted kind of way.
Much
Like,
Bill and Ted energy, yeah.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Excellent. We're gonna head east.
well, we're still not sure if we're out of this like whole you're trapped repeating this length of river, right?
What else can we do except just head?
Well, like, but the way we were going back along the river is kind of relatively outwards from the center, right? So I don't know if it was like straight east, but it was like one. The way we were going before was taking us deeper, so presumably the way back is taking us less deep.
That's a hope.
So let's follow the river back the way
Like,
we
does
were.
the mountains look? Is it in the front of us? That's
I've got a compass that always points towards the nearest mountains, so you
I
know,
don't trust your compass. I trust my eyes.
I don't trust his eyes. I trust my
Is the
compass.
mountain in front of us?
If you're walking in the path, like on the opposite way of when you entered, it's in front of you. The
Yes,
same as
let's
if you're
go.
going in the direction of the compass.
That's
It's-
all
We
they
do it.
We head that way.
But it's important we're following the compass, not his eyes, even if they're pointing the same direction.
Okay.
But I want it to be noted I'm in front, and I want to go as fast as possible without
Okay.
actually
That's
running.
you
completely fine by me.
wanna head towards the compass, or you wanna follow the river towards?
Follow the eyes.
Follow the river.
Follow the river. Okay, you follow the river.
Use
Which,
the eyes to follow the river.
I think we should follow the eyes towards the river.
2 votes for the
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I guess we're not strictly speaking looking for any more lotuses anymore.
No, we want beasts. Beasts are near all the beasts we fought before. They were.
Yeah, so why would the
beasts,
beast
am I
be
to find
near a
them?
water source? No, okay,
You
you're
were
right.
the ones we fought
Most
before.
likely, others are also looking for water creatures, and they are probably more likely slain.
Okay, let's go straight towards the mountains then.
Follow my eyes, indeed.
okay, so straight for the
Paladin.
mountain would follow the compass. So
It follows the eyes as well.
so you start walking. You leave the river and you start treading towards through the forest in the dim light of the partly eclipsed sun.
Faye. Sorry, do I call you Faye? No, I don't call you.
Yes, you know, you call
Yeah,
it Faye.
Faye.
Call you
Faye's the last name.
I'm like Faye.
Stop saying last name. It's
Family name.
It's a family name.
You had the ability to sense key in creatures, correct?
That's correct, yes.
I felt slightly strange over the last couple of days, as if I feel an inner strength to myself. Do you mind seeing if you can sense such an ability within myself?
I sense. Yeah, I take a move action, just a moment
No.
to sense key within.
My masters always told me that gathering key
Gem.
would take years of practice and meditation. There's no way we would have time.
I haven't been working for many years of my life. It could
Quiet,
be
Tang. This requires concentration.
that, could be that this was just a catalyst to make it move forward, Tang.
Do I sense key within you?
It's crazy.
I don't know, maybe not.
You have so many abilities. So stupid. You do indeed sense key within Zen.
Oh, there's nothing really, is it? No, I say yes.
No!
Yes,
What a feeble
you have
amount.
indeed grown. I sense a power within you that I did not feel when we first entered this place.
Perhaps you could check the rest of the party as well,
I am a
since
god.
we have all.
Well, okay. I mean, I've only got so many move actions today, but I check the rest of the party.
And take 3 move actions of our general travel.
Yeah.
We spent 30
So
seconds.
Tang also has key pool.
Tang.
What? That's
You
me. What?
sense that
Yes, that's you.
Wei has a key pool.
Oh my gosh.
Within all of the you.
You do sense that. Yeah, Yang also technically has a key pool.
Nice. I'm the only one without a key pool, baby.
I mean, I have it.
You
but
have zero
minus
key
2
points, right?
Minus-
You sense,
Zero
sense-
key.
you sense negative key.
It must have been on the charisma or something.
Yeah.
I sense
Yeah,
him
it's based on
imploding,
charisma.
sucking key out of the air around him.
The ninja key is based on charisma, yeah.
It's amazing. I
That's
sense. It's amazing, Yang. I've never detected this before. I sense less key coming from you than if I simply looked into empty space.
I'm like,
That is actually what you sense.
like, could he be?
Not even joking.
you are a key void.
I step away.
Yeah, everyone, move your key, your beast orbs away from him, lest he suck the key from you.
Smart, otherwise I'll eat him like the lady did.
Sure, that's not quite true.
But Tang and Wei, you.
And you only feel generally that they have key, right? And like this general amount of it. You don't feel any specific.
I mean, oh god, it's always so complicated to go through because then it says
When I
in,
drank my
similar
morning
to the detect
the other
evil.
day, I felt I gained more.
Oh, treat its number of key points, current number of key points as its hit dice for the purposes of like detecting how strong the key I'm feeling is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in that case, for Wei, you found key points because Wei probably drank morning drink and got drunk from it. I felt like when I drank my morning.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a key pool, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You can have 0 key left, and you would still be able to.
Okay,
Yeah.
I felt more power within it that I could dish out, although somewhat temporary.
Maybe I should drink your beer again.
Oh, I
No,
feel.
don't.
I feel similar. I feel strength within myself that was on there in the past.
Yes,
You don't
Alright.
feel any different.
Well, let me try.
Yes, I
And I put both of my fists
also
beside me.
like,
And no, actually, though, like around
my
me.
drinking seems to have improved. I feel like
Your drinking has improved.
I'm distracted from this, from ways like kind of pontificating on the subject of what
Yeah,
game
so-
I have.
So yeah, so
Tang
Super
powering
Saiyan
up.
next to you.
as I'm powering up, it's called Gather Power. Around me swirls like a torrent, like almost like a whirlwind, and an extremely loud, like a boom happens, and my hair stands up a little bit, and then, whew.
As the
No,
air
I
is
feel the
swirling,
same
I
as
stand there
usual.
exactly like Saitama, bald and everything, watching Boros powering up with like the okay face. Like,
It doesn't really do very much, but it looks
Wow.
very cool.
that was very impressive. Good job, Tang.
Oh, and I've always been able to do that.
Look, we've used far too many move actions discussing this. Let's make it fun.
Okay, you guys keep on moving. You follow the compass towards the closest mountain.
I look. No, follow
You-
my eyes.
You follow your eyes as you
Follow
Follow
look
his
at
eyes by
Azaz.
directing his eyes towards the
If
compass.
compass ever leads me somewhere that I don't think looks like straight towards the mountain, I'll have words with you.
Okay.
As if we did something wrong.
So as you walk forward through the forest, about 10 minutes later, it's been quite thick with forests and bushes and whatnot, and you walk out into what seems like a clearing, and you see a stream in front of you.
See? Oh, we found the water again. Is this? I kind of frowned. Does this look like the same stream?
I
You
use my excellent survival to look for our tracks.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
You have excellent survival?
I have zero.
Everyone who
survival.
wanna look around, just really identify if this really is the same place as before. You can.
Oh, wait, we-
give
But
me
it's
a
important to
survival.
note that if somebody tried to force me to re-roll my survival check, I would be immune to it.
Wait, but
Nice.
it's survival, not perception, to see if.
Yeah, survival.
Got him.
You're looking for your
By
own
the way,
tracks, essentially.
everyone,
It's
we had
not-
a bit of a problem with it last time. Everyone check if they have done other skill ranks.
I have 18 out of 18, my friend.
You have 18.
I take
6 out of
offense to your
6.
use. I take offense to your use of the word all.
I have 6 per level.
I have one.
I have all my 33.
I'll also have.
Oh,
33, my god.
I can't believe that sorcerers have so low skill points. But anyway.
and what does usually happen?
Magic.
And Wei, everyone but Tang and Sang find your own tracks. Wei, you also see the healed tracks again. But you also see a couple more tracks together with them, and they actually seem, from what you can see, these tracks seems to be like on top of yours. Like they were here after you guys left.
We've been here before.
Nice.
But we're
A
still,
stream.
but even though we've come across the river on our path, the compass is still leading us this
Yes,
way.
the compass never changed direction.
Does the mountain seem any closer?
The mountain seems as close as when you started walking. When you
This is the problem.
Okay.
Nice, a stream. I'm so thirsty.
Whatever's walking around here in evening wear. Oh, God's sake. Whatever's walking around here in evening wear is clearly fucking with us.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
We should hunt them down and exterminate them.
Perhaps we should lay an ambush on them.
Exterminate them in a friendly way where we first discover what they're up to.
I look up to
One
sky.
of us one of us could stay behind the party, maybe 50 feet, 100 feet, and stealthily tracking the party and seeing if they can see this entity that's
This place is messing with our mind, us into direction. I think it's risky to stray even that far from one another.
Well, but
possibly.
Sen, you
But-
you're that far away usually, right?
50 to 100, not 100 feet, maybe like 20. Like, no, I'm not. I mean, we're walking like in 5 when I put our second to last, so I'm not like even far away them.
Okay.
while Tang, you would know that while you guys have been within this this place, you guys have never been that far away from each other at all. Like you're always stuck really close to
I
one another.
understand it's difficult, but laying an ambush will take time, and for those of us without the B score, I don't know if time is something we have to give.
This creature could also give us a B score, but yes, this is true. We need to though somehow find it.
I think we should follow the high-heeled tracks. It's the only thing we haven't done yet.
Very well,
And
we tried other options.
I think that they seem to be this consistent theme here with whatever bullshittery is going on.
You're right about that.
Yes, let us try that. That doesn't do
Okay, give me some new survivals then, if you're gonna track.
New survivals.
Could he be the tracks with a dragon in high heels, perhaps?
Oh, look at this! I mean, I know
Look
someone else
at
got a
that.
24, but I can't roll a 24. I got a 19.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Ooh.
boshing out these
Roll above a 10,
survivals.
I'm not gonna complain.
Okay, so Wei, you seem to have you found them first, and you seem to have a really good grasp on their direction and not messing up with like tracks that came that are older and that crosses the newer ones, and you start tracking them. You after only about 15 minutes, I need you to all make me perception checks.
I can do those. I'm not bad at them.
Can you?
roll for God.
See?
Oh, you can. Tang and Sen, you start hearing, and Yang. Good job, Yang.
Good job.
I'm so forgetful about the fact that we're 5 people.
Yeah, man, come on.
You all hear commotion. You all hear
commotion.
battle, sounds of battle, and also the occasional sparks of light coming from about 100 feet in front of you. Or not 100. That's fucking nothing.
I shoot them.
Yeah. About 100 meters, about 300 feet away.
I shoot them.
Yeah, but you can't see them yet.
Think that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can hear some commotion and the occasional bright light.
I think we should approach the situation
Of course, my friend and I.
more stealthily, though. Let's just see what is happening.
What situation, fellow person who hears nothing?
I assume the part they really.
No.
That happened, John.
No. I'm like, I think there's some commotion ahead of us.
I'm
Quick, let's
running.
go.
I'm running towards the commotion already.
Yeah.
Okay,
No time for
Tang,
stealth.
the hot-blooded Tang.
Pausing
Yes.
only to
Do not
cast shield on myself.
Pausing only to draw my bow.
Okay,
Taking
let
just
me.
enough time to use a swift action to reduce my spell failure chance by 10%, such that I cannot fail to cast shield.
You can do that.
Nicely
Oh, yeah,
done,
baby.
boys.
Got a
What if
feat.
we're like within like 200 feet or something?
Oh, if we're in
Okay. Oh, shit.
I mean, as soon as I can see them, even if I'm more than 200 feet away, I want to be told, you know. Project.
Why is the river a part of? Why is the river a thing? Map.
Ooh, a map.
I don't need a
I
map.
Yeah, I'm just giving you.
We heading towards the mountains. So.
No, you're rushing along the river.
Yeah, but that's away from the mountains.
Nah, it would be towards the mountain. You're still like heading out, so
My
to speak, in that
eyes.
direction. So let me throw you guys over here.
Nobody tosses.
Hey, this looks familiar.
Yeah, it's really familiar, right?
No, what?
And I'm going to throw in 2 tokens.
Fang Ning. No. Fang what?
Oh wait, no, that's fucking
Dude, I'm
wrong
gonna
token.
blonde eagle this motherfucker. Oh, he's there. He is.
Wait, I'm not in front. Get in front, monk.
And then
Tang.
you also
Wait,
And
second. I'm second.
see
Well, I gotta be behind Tang, you know.
you see 2 people.
Tang, get in front of us.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I'm already in front of it.
Yeah, get behind.
After
the entire party's reorganized to be behind you, Jack, if I do
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm already in front.
Oh yes, that's to protect the archer formation. I know it well. Hey now, where's my backup? No, it's gone.
Wait, we're only 7 feet away. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I can shoot from like 200 feet away.
Yeah, but you didn't see they were behind this rock until we got here. It's a skull.
Oh, fuck, that's no rock.
Oh, dude, skulls? Yeah, I'm all about this.
No rock.
Okay, so as you Tang, you rush forward, the others rush after you, and you notice 3 people. You see 2 like young women in fiery. One of them has a fiery red dress on her, and like a bamboo, like a red bamboo hat,
Oh,
hat with
Yeah.
Very nice. very
like
nice.
stuff
The veil.
in front of her, like a veil over the hat, so you can't see her face. And the other one also has a similar hat, but she has like red armor on her.
Do they have any source of light, or do they appear to be fighting in the dim light first?
They seem to be fighting the
They're not.
See.
Even I would
Yeah.
have.
The other two the other two men seems to be, they have essentially, not really servant clothes, but like, you can see quite, quickly that these seems to be just
You said
like
3 women, I thought,
servants.
right?
Two, sorry.
Oh.
Did I say three? So, yeah, 2 women.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
The woman in armor has wields a longsword, and the woman seems to have a lute. Oh, the other woman seems to have a lute.
Most violent weapons imaginable.
Which one has the loot?
and
Feng Ning
yeah.
or Feng Huan?
I want to roll initiative.
Juan has the lute, and
think-
Ning has the sword.
Are you sure it is the banjo and they're playing like you
Yeah.
know,
I was.
mariachi band?
And these guys seems pretty fucked up, and you can also see a couple of bodies around as well.
Wait,
As well as-
like the guards' bodies.
Yeah, they seem to be dead guards, as well as you see some like some piles of like the skulls as well. They seem to be fighting for a bit.
Pretty big battle.
I wish to shoot.
I wish to roll
Oh,
initiative.
sure.
We will roll initiative. I will
wish-
put up
Sorry.
a thing.
I wish
There we
to shoot. You don't have a wish spell.
I wish they'll be deceased.
Okay, it's roll pretty bad.
And I need to do this.
You roll already, guys. Chill, man.
Did I roll the instant it showed up?
Dude, what the fuck? Chill,
Yeah,
man.
very, very fast, very fast.
You've got an initiative
I was
macro right
waiting.
in, you know?
You have +9 initiative. Yeah.
Yep.
+9.
He can add, or probably can add his intelligence or whatever. It's fucking bullshit.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's just got 28 decks, you know. It's just...
How do you have so much?
From trait and improved initiative.
That gives +4.
+3 from dex and +6 from the 2 things.
+6 from the 2 things. Oh my god. This
Yeah, improved initiative is 4 and the trait reaction is +2.
Should have got improved.
Why did you say 4 like this?
Come on, load.
4 fingers. 4 fingers.
I guess I can do the skulls first. I guess.
You know, this way you can only see 4 fingers, you know.
Yeah,
Maybe my
that's
hand
what I
went
did
my
as
hand
well.
went too high up, you know. My hand went too high up.
Okay, I see.
Undead spirituals.
Is and then the deceased spirits. For some reason, Feng Ning's and Feng Yuan's sheets do not want to fucking load.
You say Juan, but it's clearly Feng Huan.
Juan Diego.
One more.
Okay, now
Juan.
Yes,
now
definitely
Ning
a Juan,
loaded.
yeah. Juan.
Initiative track is taking my whole.
Juan
This is the only reason I didn't name my character
He's
Juan.
the son of you know, Chinese and Mexican parents.
Juan is the
That's why they got the mariachi banjo.
Exactly.
Mr. GM, we could use some music.
I have music on.
music.
Yeah, but it's like very calm.
Oh yeah. We could use some
We could
some
use
more
mariachi
exciting
band
music.
I'm pretty calm about this fight, to be honest.
Imagine measuring corner to corner. What kind of edition allows this to happen?
Nice. Look, you think they're the hard.
Come on. Okay, I'm pretty sure she has the same.
That's not a hard shot anyway.
It's gonna eat shot at me.
She has the same as Ning, so I'll just jar it instead, I guess.
I'm not on first name basis yet. Feng is the same as Feng.
Okay, she also rolled really good.
Nice. I'm glad it's all gonna be cleaned up by the time I act. Oh baby, look at that long list of people acting before
We
me.
are all acting at the bottom.
Yeah, but everybody is surprised, except for me, right?
Yeah, we were really surprised when 200 feet away we saw the sounds of battle.
Did we saw the
I've never,
song?
Yeah,
I've never
definitely
seen
not
the sound of
surprised.
battle in my life.
You never?
Okay,
I've only heard
so luckily,
I've heard
hopefully,
them all the time,
on.
I've never seen them.
You don't see them.
Okay, so Ning has her sword out and she slashes towards one of the skulls, and you see the sword light up in bright, bright, colorful flames.
Well, did the flames stay?
They weren't there when you got there, and they came up when she attacked.
So no.
And yeah, how do I jar the rolls again?
There's probably a toggle on the character sheets.
I can't find
Or
it.
if it's not like a direct toggle, it'll be like in the settings page of their character sheet.
For us at least, it's like in the configuration and then rolls on the right side. But,
Yeah, if their sheets are the same as ours.
Oh,
yeah.
always wrist balls. Perfect.
There you go.
Oh, no, not always. Sure.
Always.
Okay, so she hits. Wait, why doesn't it do the?
Do any of the dead guards, if they had spare arrows? So that's a real question.
Oh, I forgot to add.
for
the-
sure.
They don't need them anymore.
If you got to add the guards? No, you didn't.
No, I forgot to add part of this attack. She will do additional damage on top of what she
Is it the
currently
fire
did.
damage, perhaps?
Yeah, I forgot to add the fire damage.
Who are we attacking, by the way?
She's attacking this one. Oh, who are you guys attacking? Yeah, that's up to you guys.
Pain?
Wait,
Um,
she's attacking the guard?
A skull.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she attacked the skull next to her. And I need to roll.
There's two next to it.
That
I'm just
is.
saying, I got some bitchin' attacks versus undead now, and unless these people are
It
also
was-
undead, I kind of prefer to attack skulls.
Slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. So that is
Why not, do
not
both?
slashing. So she also, yeah, it doesn't even matter. She slashes straight through the skull, and it seems to be like still moving, but the flame like bursts and it disintegrates. She and this one is already dead. Did. And I guess it should have been Yang's turn first because normal players go first, but no wait, it's initiative. But I definitely Yang then.
Now he doesn't
Yeah,
have to
Yang,
waste
it's
his
your
turn.
turn.
Whatever, they've got it under control. Let's just go another direction.
I'm still trying to get.
That's scores we can kill.
I'm so fucking confused why John's character sheet isn't working.
Fuckers bringing in guards who die for them, you know. I'm not very like.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating, right?
He doesn't look very happy about the prospect of like helping them. Man. Like he's like stringing. He's like he's drawing back in bow, but he looks a bit annoyed.
Look, I know they ain't the greatest people. These are literally floaty undead things, like, you know.
Yeah, that's why he's drawing in bow. But he's
Yeah, like
Feng seems not entirely like she seems pretty fucked up. John seems pretty fine though.
Like, I think, like, from Wade's perspective, looks at the situation, we are all stuck in this. These guys are probably stuck. Let's figure this out together. So we all survive.
It'd be nice if Yang took his turn, though.
Yeah, that would be useful. So,
Tom, so that
you
won't
come
happen.
take 3 hours.
That won't happen. It's Tom.
Yeah, he's not even playing a spellcaster.
This kind of is looking at the screen, munching.
It's got a lot of stuff to think about.
Yes.
Yeah, no. The problem is that we are too far away from. Can't charge. Why do I always have to start fight so far away from men?
Because we want the fight to
Well,
start off.
it's because
far away.
Jacko wouldn't move at the start of the map, so we all ranged ourselves behind him.
Do that.
I mean, I can actually charge from here to here. If I can charge through the water.
Wait, you had 35 move speed?
Monks get
My
it.
movement is 40.
Oh yeah, of course you're a monk.
This is
Yeah.
Oh
Zuma.
shit, yeah, we have increased movement.
Yeah, you could just charge there. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
As long as Yang doesn't walk in front of you. Of
What's
course.
Yang gonna do? That's a real question.
That is a real good question.
If only you had, like
It's not that good of a question.
range weapons.
I mean,
It's not the right question.
Ranged weapons.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he did
moved.
something.
Can't take that back.
Moves right into my.
It's touch move.
Let's see here.
there we go. I'll end up here.
Okay.
You're doing like the cool like samurai jack, like both hands on your weapon, ready to pull it out. You know.
Exactly.
You see
How do you
Yuan
pull a
is,
samurai sword with both hands, though? Like,
playing her.
Well, no, like one is on the like sheath and one.
Oh,
is on-
right, okay, yeah. Okay.
You see her play her lute, and you see a
Well, that's public. Nice. Phoenix
Oh.
loot.
yeah.
Wow.
She does 7 force damage.
Dude, I
to this
always
one.
loot my phoenixes.
Force damage. Dude.
Yeah,
Hey yo.
which means it's pretty fucked up.
Plus 15, pretty good, huh?
Which one she
Yeah.
got?
Yeah, she has a really high.
And you can even see that she has plus 7 bab, so she's 7th level. Interesting.
Wait, 7 bab? She doesn't have fucking 7 bab. I didn't add 7 bab on her.
Oh, she gets wisdom and dex and nuts.
I only added wisdom. Why is it?
Is it?
wisdom?
Is it the same
Oh,
problem?
You're doing the same issue we had, where you add your dex as well. accidentally.
Even Podtrack is cheating.
If you click
Wait, how do I remove that?
you make it say not range, you make it say Bab in the setting. So in the setting, instead of it being
Oh, okay. So yes, Bab full.
yeah, if
Okay,
it's
that makes sense. That makes sense why they both had so much.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's still 13. Yeah, it's
Easy. Oh, now we know Babel 4.
We can take him, boys.
Easy.
Bake them away, toys.
Bake him away, we can get the base cost.
Yes.
Like we weapon?
I'm
So,
still pretty sure Wei has a beast core inside him. It's like if we killed Wei and took his beast
Marshall.
core, we'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Like exactly.
I wonder if I can only have so many character sheets open. That's why it's being like
No,
this.
you
Anyway,
should be able to manage like
Hundreds. Like,
100.
Wait, so
You could have, like,
Ian,
we could have hundreds. I think it would manage. Be a bit slow, but probably be
Ian,
okay.
Ian, you know this, right? Like, this range is 65 feet, but if I go from corner to corner, it's only 60 feet. Am I within range?
No, you go center center from distances. Is it set up for Pathfinder 2? For Pathfinder, no, it's
Yeah,
not.
this man must be right.
first still 14.
Yeah, this man is
He saw the skull get shaken by the attack of his master. Let's see what kind of thing.
Wait, does Magic? You can charge the heal attack.
And the martial arts
just,
will
just curious.
slash at this guy. The skull is almost dead.
Nice.
Now it's one of the sea skulls that will go up. Is that the right one? Yep. And go up and bite the. I only the undeads apparently open. Sea skulls, please. Thank you. Thank you. And he bites for 5 damage. He is still alive, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw, which apparently I hadn't added his fort save to his character sheet. But I have added this
they have a
stat
+3 to their Constitution modifier.
with his save and the class. Yes, yeah, that makes sense. So 4. You see him get bit, and he like freezes up. And that is that skull's turn. The skull will go up here,
A new target presents themselves.
and he will bite, but miss. And Sen, it is now your turn.
The trees are like the classic lollipop shape, right? Like
Yeah.
trunk, and then there's not like branch, leaves all the way
It's
to
not
the
branches all the way down. They're not
No,
fucking
it's
firs.
ground. Nice.
Classic lollipop shape.
That looks kind
There's then
of.
like branch and then
Yeah.
only the tree bit at the
I
top.
mean, I get
you
it.
know?
I just haven't never heard a tree
Yeah,
described.
that's very interesting terminology.
They're shaped like dicks.
Furry
right?
trees. Go.
There we go. Now I have all the sheets. Perfect.
Oh.
And I can change this as well. Wait, no.
Take out their guards to make it fairer on the trial.
I mean, it's a pretty big decision for what I think my character actually do. I think Zen walks forward and doesn't do anything. He just kind of watches.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The skull will try to bite the. I'm pretty sure. Paralyzed. Pathfinder. Conditions. Paralyzed. Can I not spell? Apparently I can. Frozen, unable to move. And helpless.
Oh, that's pretty bad for when you're.
Yeah.
Helpless. That doesn't do good things for AC.
Yeah, that's -5 from Dex and +4 for the attacker.
It means they could coup de grace, you know?
Ooh, full round action.
Yeah, I don't know if these creatures know how to cool the crowd though.
Pretty easy.
I'm pretty sure they would.
Did it move though? I can't remember where this one started.
No, it was right next to him.
Well, it can totally coup de grace his ass then.
Yeah.
Or any other part of his body.
So that's an automatic crit.
Coup de grace.
So
Yeah,
that
automatically hits and crits, yeah.
Oh baby.
yeah, is that just straight up double damage in this edition, right?
Yeah.
Like with the modifier as well.
With the modifier.
Well, I don't think everything gets.
I thought everything except precision.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Sneak attack is the only exception. Pretty much. Yeah.
Man, I'm actually not getting got sneak. This way should be 2e.
11 damage. That is enough.
And then he
No.
Make fort save, and then I add 3. Oh.
You had 3? Oh, 3 save. Oh.
Yeah. You see, he first gets like shumped in the shoulder really heavily by the deceased skull. He like freezes up, and the other undead spirit just fucking crushes his head.
Mm.
So he is very dead.
Dead so.
Big dead, as they say.
Big
He
dead.
was only
This-
a guard. They don't even.
Top dead.
This
They're
undead
not
spirit
even-
will bite this guard, miss completely, and this will attack Ning and miss as well. Tang, it's your turn.
Alright. I will run
Alright.
up here with my 40 feet movements. And then I will. Corner to corner, you say?
For range, yeah.
Snap to corner, let's see. Huh? Okay, there's gonna be some cover involved here. Yeah. I'll try and target this skull right here.
That's definitely through one person. So,
Yeah.
also no, there's light where they are, so no concealment.
Oh, thank God. I was worried about that. Yeah, I'll do
What light is that? Oh, where the skulls are? They're glowing?
The guards have light on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
There's
I'm
like
running full
torches and
sprint,
stuff.
and like while running, I'll pull back my fist and then do a stop as I try and hit 18.
18 definitely hits these guys. What's this one, right? Oh,
Yes.
even if he doesn't, he has 1 HP. He's dead. Your fist flies over the
Well, not my fist.
the
'cause-
guard and next to the Feng Ning as it like blasts the
Fist,
skull.
he says.
Yeah, I need my fist.
No.
Yeah, at this point, you see the guard has already noticed you, but it's like focusing on. But the two women like turn their heads towards you, and but due to the veil, you can't see any reaction, and they keep fighting.
Okay.
No immediate, like, don't say anything
I
immediately.
mean, as a swift action, I'll go into my Ginny style.
Okay. This guard will focus on the deceased skull. He hits. Let's see if they have only rolled 1 damage negating thing, these fucking skulls, and it's not slashing. So, Wei, it is now your turn.
Yeah, Way, after swift action, starts raging, and then he starts his stumbling charge to this point, which I think is fine, right? Or is it?
You're
Yeah, I don't
charging through others now, aren't you?
I'm not actually. Like, if you look at the arrow, I'm not going through anyone's square.
Do the arrow, just arrow myself, I guess. Yeah, right, yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, Way.
Yeah, because you can just like do like any of these diagonals here, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Way charges towards the
Nyum.
skull. He kind of stumbles about very quickly and does some acrobatic moves. He's added some more acrobatics to his stumbling. To those who have followed his things. It's +2 to hit, right, from rage? The only
Yeah.
thing? Okay. Then,
Charging is +2.
Yes, and it's just this one, but what, +2 to hit?
It's very hard for you to miss this thing, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Even without it, it would have hit that attack.
So-
The question is, that is not bludgeoning. So you slam your
The
fist
rage trick
straight
isn't
into it.
bludgeoning.
Sounds like bludgeoning to me.
Well,
I
what's
think he said that's not bludgeoning. He meant
Oh,
rolling.
okay.
The resistance of this thing is
Yeah,
not bludgeoning.
there
that's
is
not bludgeoning.
The resistance is not bludgeoning.
Piercing damage.
It slams straight into the skull, and it seems to be just barely floating there. Hey, it is now your turn. What do you do?
I move to hither. I use a free action. No, free action, not a swift action.
I don't see why.
No, you haven't moved yet.
You haven't moved, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe if I move like this and like this, is what I
No, I can't. I can't see anything you
standing
do.
at the river.
Can you see me pinging?
Nope.
No.
Good old gold 20.
Okay, well, I'm in the square directly up and left from Jeanne.
Okay.
Okay. Can you just give me a perception check?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, now we see.
You move.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No,
now we
I
can.
I got a
Can you just give me a
perception
perception
for you
check?
as well.
Yeah. Just give me a perception check.
It's a 19. I don't know why this thing's all taking so long, but I did.
And,
We saw that.
Well, as you're looking towards this group of fighting people, you take an extra glance towards the women, and you feel a strange, like, authority, like an aura of like they're.
They also have an aura.
No, it's nothing to do with ki. You feel like almost like from your blood. You feel like they're a sense of authority from them, like they're above you somehow.
Now this diagonal to here, or this cover situation to here is cover though, right? Because it passes through the edge of squares. But like, how much cover?
Like that many people.
Some amount of cover. Or
You
maybe.
In front of me, that's like
What was my initial movement? What if I my initial movement was instead to like there? Is that any better? I'm trying to find like just the best place I can move to for angles on these.
Yeah, that's means only Feng is in the way.
Okay,
So
okay,
yeah.
cool. Which is
So, yes,
better, still
normally.
better than shooting into melee. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. I target that one back there. I raise an open palm and fire a bolt of searing light at the green skull up there, praising the sun all the while.
23, even with the cover, that would you rolled an 11, and that is the deceased undead one.
Also against touched attack as well.
Is it touched again as well? Yeah, against the deceased or the undead.
Against the diseased one, the green one at the top.
Okay,
Is
they.
Is that extra damage or
It is
is
extra
that...
damage.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
big
but-
because I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
What kind of spell is that?
3 plus
It's a first
9.
level spell.
Oh yeah, that. Wait, no, that's undead again.
Oh, damn it.
Disease.
Or at least it is
Oh,
for me.
okay,
I think
this-
the tenant clerics treat it differently, but I get it from my bloodline at this point.
Yeah, your palm hits the energy from your palm hits the deceased skull and like bursts with energy, and the wisps, the green wisps of smoke around it like disintegrates, and it's almost just the almost see-through image of the skull remaining.
Okay, yeah. Acting as if I wasn't actually aiming for Fang, you know, I nod.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I meant to do.
Yep. Yeah. You see Feng look back towards you, and then she will, because this
I
game is
I wasn't
stupid,
aiming for you, Fang.
Really,
Yeah.
she's looking towards me, right?
she will go here and stand in front of John and attack the skull.
Please stop mispronouncing Juan.
Juan. Yeah, she. No, it can still survive technically if it rolls. If it rolls the correct resistance, which it doesn't. Similar to the first time, her blade lights up with flame as it slashes the skull in two, and it bursts into nothingness. Yeah, and that's her turn. Yang.
I will bam, 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 and slash at this skull.
My God, he was-
Okay.
it's a quick
Slash away.
Oh my good
With
god.
flanking?
13 against a
15 with flanking.
disease. Oh, 15 with flanking. Yeah, that hits.
I can't remember. Do these take sneak attack or?
They do, yes.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it
wow.
even without the sneak attack, you stab through the skull and it disintegrates. Slashes through the skull
It is,
and disintegrates.
He slashes through the skull with the point of his sword going forwards.
Yeah. Then it is the other thing's turn as she once again plays her lute. And this time I will put on
Come on, I don't have a Phoenix.
Always Whisper, because surely you guys will forget what this weapon did. And this skull explodes with the...
oh.
That's what it makes skulls explode.
I like hold on to my head, like.
Where's
This mortal
aluminium?
is sadly
Where's our tinfoil?
dead. And this skull is dead. Sen, it's your turn.
I do nothing.
You do nothing. This skull is dead. This skull is alive-ish. It will keep biting the martial artist because it's in the was already doing it, but it fails. It misses. This skull is dead, and Tang. It's now your turn.
Okay. I'll run up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna use anything special.
Do note that I would imagine there was difficult terrain here.
Yeah, but
if-
I'm sure he just moved like this, you know.
I have 40 feet.
Okay. Well, wait, there's the extra 5 feet from going diagonals. We don't have.
Yeah, this map is calculating. You can see by the fact this last square goes 25 to 35.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or it goes 10 to 20.
That one too.
Oh, for 3 bludgeoning damage. That's good.
For 3 bludgeoning damage, and
Right.
what did he roll again?
It was not bludgeoning because Timu bludgeoned it earlier.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. It gets bludgeoned and dies.
It
It
dies?
shatters.
Damage. What a good roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank
Way had
God.
almost killed it.
Didn't do anything special.
And
Combat continues.
that- combat. Oh, you're gonna attack.
Nah, I don't think
No, I think he was just commenting on the fact the music was still playing.
No.
Not on a
Wait.
particular course of action.
Well, Chris, you were wondering about when people are gonna be staggered or whatever. Way's now staggered.
Fatigue, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but I got like 1 lay on hands left. I don't know if I'm gonna like.
Ends up like a minute.
Way is still actually on the top.
If
You
we start a
see-
combat and you're fatigued,
I immediately say, "Hey there, those things are nasty, aren't they?"
You see the woman with the loot completely ignores you and starts
Why does
like
everybody do
checking on this guard here, and you see the one with the sword like still holding the weapon. Walk towards you and say, "Yes, they are quite so. Who are you?"
I'm... Ooh, wait. I should do a proper introduction. I am Tang Xian.
She like waits a bit, like expecting you to say something else, like add to that, and she then
After a moment, he smiles.
Feng Ning.
Feng, huh? Do I recognize the name Feng? That's like. I didn't put that on my backstory, did I?
You everyone would immediately know of the name Feng because it is the name and surname of the leading house or family of the Feng Empire.
Makes sense.
But I'm not a...
that empire I've heard of.
Wait,
But though you
Yeah,
know
but-
that the surname as they are a royal family in the region, you know the Feng is very unusual to be used by other people than them.
Hmm.
But you know that outside of Feng Empire, it's possible that other people are called that.
That name is vaguely familiar.
Is that the one?
That's on the other side of the mountain from the Sura Empire.
Do you guys know a Fang? It's ringing a bell, but
I think it's the real name from the
I
map.
just I step up, kind of put like a slightly like a friendly, but also a I'll take it from here hand on Tang's shoulder. You are quite tall, right, Tang? Or am I making that up?
I'm 6'1", I think.
Okay, yeah. So like reach up to Tang's shoulder, kind of like push him like half a step behind me, and I say, "Greetings, your highnesses, I presume."
Yes, we're not really hiding it.
I kind of like glance around the bodies of their like servants everywhere.
She doesn't take it off. She like puts the veil to the side, and you see. First of all, she's a celestial, so she has an absolutely gorgeous face and pitch black
A rockin' bod.
hair. Yeah, rockin' bod, exactly. But you also she has unusually large, bright red irises.
I am Fei Yue. These are my companions, Tang Jian, whom I believe you've already met, Yang Ye, the one over there with the swiftest sword, Wei Zedong with the useful tail, holding my lantern, you will note, and over there, brooding, is Zhen Baoyu. He has a thing about people who brought servants with them.
I'm sorry about these people. It's always sad when companions die.
Are any of them merely wounded, perhaps? May I offer assistance to any of your entourage?
You see, my sister will be able to handle it. As you see, the other woman walk around and check on the martial arts on the ground, but she
Finishes some of them off like a
with the loot like staff.
Oh yes, the power of the Phoenix loot is legendary, that I know nothing about.
Yeah, you know nothing about this loot. But you see her. It was only like for 3 additional people, and she checks on them, and checks her head. And Faye, Ning looks towards San. It's so annoying that both of them say it. Like, should have thought about this. Ning looks over to San and sees he's a celestial and from the Dragon Hunters, I presume.
He does ask.
I nod.
He does ask about dragons a lot.
I nod.
Faye, as you.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I ratted you out, Ian. By the way, just a second ago when I was introducing the group, I said that Jen, who has a thing about people who brought servants with them. Just so you're aware, because you would have heard me say that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it doesn't change when she.
As like when she revealed her eyes and like looked at you, you would feel like the sense of authority that seems to just come from within your blood like increase.
Mhm.
Like it seemed to be very. You feel really strange towards
Right,
like
that's Celestials as well, by the way. I don't know if you were here for that bit.
Oh, okay, I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel really, really strange about these two. Like it's not you, Sam, Faye specifically.
Oh, okay.
Like not in a bad way, but you feel, or you can like it's from how your character would perceive it, but they seem to have some kind of aura of authority about them, like they're like your superior in some way.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm from the human empire. I don't respect the authority of Celestials.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Pathetic. I check them both for key, though, real surreptitious like.
Did you check on what?
For key, I give a bit of a key sense.
Yeah, you sense that both of them are key, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I'm just gonna double.
Is it like relatively powerful? You don't have to like check the whole like table.
And
exactly,
it's about the same as you guys.
Okay.
And she looks towards Sen, and if I had a choice in the mattress, I wouldn't have brought any either.
I just nod it. I see. Or I cannot.
Do they seem
I don't
particularly broken up by the fact that most of their servants are dead?
Ning
Yeah, I know. They don't sound
doesn't
it.
seem that broken up about it. She seems to be in a bit of a dark mood. But she's also taken a bit of damage. And you can't really Yuan seemed pretty frantic when she looked over the bodies and seemed kind of sad about them being dead. But it's not like she's openly crying or anything.
Poor one.
Man,
Why should I climb up this tree and keep a watch as people discuss?
Yeah.
I wish I knew that you could bring people before I started this journey.
Oh, you brought us. Remember, the real trial is the friends you make along the way. Especially that. Especially that one. He's a real trial. I say. I'm trying to think what else to say to these people. I guess there's politeness, but politeness always wins out. So how goes the trial?
We finished what we needed to do quite quickly.
Inside check.
Not everyone, only me and John are in the ages that can be accepted.
Yes, I can more or less see that.
For now, we are here for a different matter, which is why we are where we are. Which she looks at you and says, narrows her eyes. And for you, why are you within the second ring?
I ponder the question for a second, so if anyone else wants to answer first, they can.
Well, in the
step up.
meantime, I stand next to her and I crouch down and I inspect her shoes.
She has heels on, okay?
Oh, it's the tracks we were following, guys.
Yes, it does seem that they were.
Way a slash for the tree.
She takes half a step away from you.
To try and distract from this discourtesy, I say, I choose to answer honestly. I say, we had a couple of interesting encounters, and with the sun growing darker every day, we find ourselves as a group short a couple of beast cores. We thought that by traveling deeper than most takers of the trial would seek to, we might come across a larger variety, or perhaps just a larger number of beasts, key beasts as yet unslain and looted.
That is most of the reason why people do so, and that is also why so many of them die. You were quite fortunate in your misfortune, I suppose, that you have found yourself here, however.
Is that so?
The bewilderment array we're currently in is keeping the native beasts away. Only these skulls, these mindless skulls, actually roam this area.
Bewilderment array. Is that what keeps turning us back on our own tracks?
Indeed. Unless you destroy the core or know the correct way out, you won't be able to leave it.
I see. Know you where exactly the core is? Did you create the bewilderment array?
No, these arrays are far too powerful and ancient. It is something that my clan knows about from very long ago.
I see. Do you know the way out then?
I do. However, a proposal, if you may.
I accept.
We
shall be married at... Sorry, go on.
We entered that bewilderment array in the second ring for a particular reason. There's a quite valuable a valuable resource within the second ring that will only appear when a certain amount of negative energies have almost consumed this place. As such, after we were done in the first ring, we entered the building array to be close to our location while still being safe from the beast. We thought we would be able to handle these monsters while waiting for the energy to accumulate to its current state, but we are currently low on men, I suppose. In our current state, we won't be able to finish. We won't be able to gather what we came here to. As such, I offer a bit of a cooperation. We will lead you out of the building array, and obviously the way out of the second ring. And in return, you will help us gather what we require from this ring, as well as you will all get enough of it for personal use.
Enough of what exactly?
It's called a soul calming dew.
Ah, yes, I know it. No, I don't say that. Do I know it well? Have I ever heard of this?
Or Arcana or Nature. Anyone who wants to.
But my skills, Podrick. But my skills.
Arcana or
-2,
Nature.
I do have Arcana, but it's not like it's good.
Oh no. This shit.
Oh, maybe I don't have Arcana. No, I have Perception. Oh, I do have Arcana, thank God. It's something, you know? It's something.
And I'm guessing the last guy doesn't have Arcana. Oh wait, Tang didn't say he was sense motive. Yeah, you would. You're not entirely sure what soul calming dew is exactly. But from its name, it probably will. It's probably a medicine that will, or not a medicine, but a drug or a cultivation resource that will increase the power of your soul or your willpower in some way.
I like it. It's a proposal certainly worth considering. I should be very intrigued and honoured to work alongside a royalty such as yourselves. However, I kind of gesture upwards and I say the sun grows darker with every passing day. How long would you estimate it would take? Would not be in our interest to be led out of the bewilderment array, only to find ourselves with no time left to seek the last two key beasts that we require.
If we are unable, yeah, she smiles and she walks. She signals to the martial artist that's still alive, and he takes out. Let's see.
Dude hasn't even quit yet. Like, no.
Nah, this guy is definitely not quitting because that would be very bad.
So is dying, Podrick.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know,
yeah.
people live for multiple reasons, and you know, he might have other reasons to not betray them even if he dies.
I want to know this guy's backstory.
Like his family might get wrecked, you know. They might have his family hostage. You don't know.
He's never.
Hostage is a strong word, you know. But he takes out an additional 4 beast scores.
Wow, it's a lot of beast cores.
Enough for the with what you have, I suppose.
More than. We require but 2.
Well, if you actually help us, you may have all 4 of them. We have our own.
I cannot speak for my comrades. May we converse? I'm sure it won't take long. This seems a very attractive offer.
Go ahead.
Right, boys, huddle over here.
Blade jumps down the tree.
All right. Look, it seems like a pretty good deal, if I'm going to be honest.
Just like an
I know that you, Jen, don't necessarily think much of them for having, brought along the nannies. But at the same time, they do seem to know the nature of this weird trap we found ourselves in. They're offering a way out, and even if we don't find a way out in exchange for gathering this soul-calming dew and smoking it, whatever it is, they are offering to supply us with the remaining beast cores that we need. And as from what they described, as long as we remain within this this trap, all we'll encounter is these skulls, and we have no way of getting them ourselves.
I also believe that I also see this as we are doing something in the trial to earn the cause. Not to say what was originally intended, as in slaying beasts, but we are certainly doing something to earn the cause. And as such, I don't think this breaches our original trial's intentions. At least not much.
They seem nice enough. It's just they talk all complicated like.
Royals.
I
No.
just kind of look at Tang like you. I suppose you have a point. Does anyone have a strong objection?
I shake my head.
I'm mostly looking at Jen when I ask that because
He's quiet for like 1 hand. It's like while what Way is suggesting is true, we are doing some return. In my heart, it is not in the spirit of what we were sent here to do. But I know those of you do not have the cause, we're in no position to refuse, and the offer they have given us is too good to pass up. But in my heart, this is not how these trials should go. This is not what we were sent here to do, and I disagree with their method of operation. They came here to obtain something which wasn't even within the mission's purpose. They clearly are using this as an opportunity for something else. In my heart, that is not why I wanted to come to the mountains. But like I said, this is not something we can pass up. But if I am happy about it, no, that is not the case.
Talk in the same circles that they do.
It's called linguistics.
I kind of shrug, and it's like, if you cannot see the difference between me and them, then I am sorry to hear that.
You're way nicer. Just
I kind of chuckle.
very...
So we accept then? I understand it does not sit well with you, Jen, but you will not run off and insist on leaving us.
I shook my head no, I would do my part if we agreed to it. And I do accept that it is not a situation we can say no to.
I'll go tell them then. Unless anyone else has anything to add? Nope. Excellent. Fang and Fang. Wow.
They...
Yeah, I don't go away. I just like to come to here.
Yeah.
So, after a brief discussion, we've decided that your offer is both fair and worthy, and we will accept.
Great. Well then. You see that she seems a bit more less pale now, as well as the guard has also seemingly gotten a bit better before.
Like a bit of healing magic's been worked
Yes.
on them? Okay.
Healing magics.
Your healing juice.
Yep. So, if you wouldn't mind, we would need a bit of time to do what we need with our fallen companions.
Of course. We're following your lead from this point on. As long as the beast cores are in it for us, we'll take as much time doing whatever it is you say we need to do to fulfill this objective.
Track. From I quickly look over the bodies. Do any of them? Do they look like enemy wielded bows?
No, they all have swords, and let's see if
Unfortunately, any of them got daggers though, Podtrack.
and they have throwing knives.
Ooh, that sounds like something you could make an arrow with.
But no, they have swords and throwing knives, and Ning seemingly only has her sword, and
Yeah,
Joan.
no matter then. No matter.
A throwing knife. You could make a dagger with a throwing knife.
Yeah, I mean, I could use a dagger, but I don't want to ask them. Hey, I don't have a dagger. Can I have yours?
Yeah, so
I don't.
they,
There's too
I'd
much
say,
to
I
bear.
don't really want to. If it was like arrows, I could be like, I'm low on arrows, and if we're attempting such a dangerous mission, I may require.
You want to be like, I didn't
But if
bring
it's
a
like I don't
dagger.
have a knife, like I can afford a knife, so
the son of a mighty dragon slaying family can't afford a knife.
I offered him how much gold do I have? I will buy that knife for 200 gold pieces, my friend.
Emergency prices right here. So they essentially place the bodies like next to each other.
I'll steal a knife from them.
They grab a necklace that each of them have on them, essentially a dog tag, and then they John takes out a flask and pours a liquid on them, and they all burst into with essentially a snap of the finger, they will burst into flames, and quickly is reduced to dust, to ashes.
Even the bone, crazy. That's horrifying.
Yeah, even the bone. It seems the flame seems a bit weird, like
It's magical.
yeah, it's not normal flames.
Intriguing. Like dragon flame, perhaps.
Give me Arcana.
Oh, God. Okay, but this is about dragons. So I get +2.
If it is dragon flame, you would get +2.
+2. Baby.
Even with a +2, you wouldn't notice if this is dragon flame.
I
or
don't
not.
think it's dragon flame. It doesn't appear to for me.
Yeah.
I hunt.
So after that, they shall we?
Kind of glance back to the others.
I nod.
Give a thumbs up.
Get ready.
You see, John takes out a like a board with no, not a chessboard, but it's
Surfboard.
it looks almost like a compass,
Smorgasbord.
but it
Compass. I don't
it
trust
has
my eye.
it has multiple colors, and
It's like a surfboard.
it's like black. It's
Multiple.
A
Alright.
game of snakes and ladders.
It's black and
Yeah.
white, is what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
it's black and white.
Chessboard.
Yeah, but only on the outside, and you also lettering on the inside of the board.
A Ouija
And she
board.
It says
seems
A, B,
to-
C, D, E, F, G, and then
She
1, 2,
seems
3,
to
4,
be,
5, 6, 7, 8 on the other side.
You see her start walking, and she occasionally looks down on the board, and then occasionally changes direction, and yeah, and you just follow
her, yeah.
back.
Respectful distance back. Mostly so we can shit talk without them.
50
moving.
feet, at least. You know.
I feel like
50
20
feet.
feet, you know.
Alright, that's still within a like
I'll,
range, but I agree.
I'll whisper to Baldy. I'll be like, "Hey, they're from a different empire, right? But they use similar magic that you do. You sure you haven't seen them around your temple?
Quite certain.
Okay, well maybe you could learn something from them. Their fire seems pretty strong."
Their fire does seem pretty strong. You are correct about that. They are, at least in some degree, knowledgeable about the power of the cleansing flame.
The cleansing flame. Wait, what's that?
Fire.
The cleansing flame is it's the primordial solar force from which I draw my power and which I also venerate.
Also happen to be a sister of battle.
Here comes the sun.
I don't know. I had to write a deity down, and Podtrack said there's no real deity, so I wrote
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Cleansing Flame. That's what happened.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds pretty strong.
It is. As you saw me smite. that
Actually,
skull earlier.
could you give me another religion or arcana check, Chris?
Oh god. But it's just such a sad. Am I in? Does minus? I mean, I have a point in both. Yeah, let's go with religion this time.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't think of anything particularly. Um,
Nothing occurs.
Just
No,
empty
nothing
void.
Now I
occurs.
know how Tang feels.
Yeah.
Nothing going on in that.
Still +3, you know, it's not that bad. So yeah, you walk for a while, and you notice you don't actually. I'll take you back to the
Whoa.
to this place. Yeah, you don't. You walk for about 20 minutes. You still haven't walked into the river again. Which is a good sign, yeah. And yeah, are you just gonna follow these 3 people? You know,
I'll keep my own eye out for beasts just in case. You know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, being unaware, but yeah, I mean, in what way I'm going, yeah, I'm following him.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
his
it's-
eyes.
if you talk among each other or talk to them or anything like that.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I'm like forbidden from talking to them again by that power.
After going down on your knees, staring at her feet, yeah, might be.
Alright, Ben Shapiro.
Might not be the best first impression of royalty, you know?
Or could be, depending on what they're into.
Yeah, she
That's
might have been
insane.
into that, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, not
good
particularly.
enough, good enough.
When I open
After
my
a
mouth,
while, you see that the landscape opens up again, and the 3 of them stop.
Oh.
And Ning turns around and says, "This is. We're now technically out of the array, though one could quickly stumble back into it, I suppose. But we are still within, just outside its borders.
What now?
Now we shall continue west toward. There's a tree there that where we can find the Jew. What I must warn you about, however, is that these natural treasures are often not alone. They spirit beasts or other even natural beasts can sense the value in these items and often protect them until they either feed on them immediately, or the particularly intelligent ones will wait until they are ripe, so to speak.
I walk next to Ray. Like, sounds like I could maybe use a drink anyway. I'm gonna like hold out my hand. Just a taste.
Yeah,
Maybe it
I
works.
passed drink.
This is disgusting.
You drink and feel an absolutely burning sensation in your mouth, and immediately spit it out.
It's pretty strong stuff that Way drinks.
Yeah.
Never mind. I feel like I just drank the cleansing flame.
Chuckle.
It will. We could either quicken our steps and be there by the start of the evening, or we could go a bit slower and do it in the beginning of the next day.
Well, I think we can do it now. Right, guys?
I would use some. I think resting doesn't sound bad. Some of us are wounded still.
My body is still aching, but just push through the pain.
Who's the lowest right now, percentage-wise?
I am half exactly.
I'm slightly under half. Very low under half. As low as you can be under half.
And Jang? Are you health-wise?
Just almost half.
Okay, so you're technically lowest then.
Yeah.
You see
Just
Joan like sheepishly walk up to you, and she like stretches out her hand, like really, like she's being really careful about it. Like she doesn't seem that comfortable around you guys. And then if you let her, she will touch you, and she will touch you.
I raise an eyebrow at her.
She will touch you, Tom.
Yeah.
9/11.
I just realized my fucking Searing Light does even more damage than I thought it did, because actually the extra damage against undead also benefits from my Solar Arcana, so it should have done 3 more damage.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
She
okay.
does actually this much.
So do +1 per dice.
And how does spellcast level work? It's just level, right?
Yeah, your caster level is just your level.
Okay, yeah.
In the
Oh
classic
shit!
area.
Okay, yeah. As she touches you, you see a flame suddenly like bursts out of her hand.
Cleansing flame.
Cleansing flames as you get healed for 14 points of damage.
Wait,
Baby.
it's minus 14.
You regain 14 points.
Oh, that was more powerful.
What the hell dare you?
Thing or two.
But you wait till I'm 6th level, then I can technically roll higher than that.
This
Yeah,
is killing
yeah.
me.
She seems to, after your positive reactions, she seems to relax a bit more.
Now do me.
Yeah. Some of this, I'm like, I believe it is purely up to you. If we go today or tomorrow, you seem to be in charge.
We are somewhat wounded, but at least I have plenty of magic left to cast today.
Well, time waits for no one. As she, let's just do it today then. As she starts walking.
Wait for some people.
Ooh, who does it wait for?
People with time stop.
That's pretty sick. Anyone here?
No spoilers.
Well, you got time stop. Actually, I
Wait,
forgot
remember
to use-
in Chris's campaign, Discworld campaign, we got a necklace that if we break it, it would be like a time stop. We never got to use it.
Don't remember this.
You can have it in this campaign then, I've decided.
The world! Oh.
It's like when the secret agency
I'm
came
gonna
knocking
go
on our
whatever
door.
you drink, by the way. But Zen is being kind of moody as always. Well, not as
Okay.
always. Recent.
Yeah,
So you
as
guys
always.
travel double speed, but
Travel
still only one.
to the very next day.
I mean, it's not that double speed to all of us, and some of us are fast.
No, it's only you only do one square because you had to use some of your day in the bewilderment, the array.
Yeah, but Tim was saying that some of our movement is better than some of our other movements. Even if it doesn't
so
really
what
matter
I'm
for-
saying is, some of us don't need to use that much energy.
Imagine taking Monk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why would you do that?
Being so lazy with the ability to get key, you know, gotta be
I
creative.
am an unchained elemental monk, you know.
You could have been a kineticist that gets key and takes something else.
Yeah, that sounds like work.
Ooh, baby.
There's really enough good stats to play a monk finally, so I play him.
Or you could have taken that stupid Heroes of the East one that I got like 300 key at level 6 or something.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's a different class in Heroes of the East that every action they do uses key in one way or another, and because of that they have like stupid amounts of it. Like absolutely stupid amounts of it.
Fun. Might try it later when Bay dies.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then you just take the skill where you can transfer key into other people and just keep everyone full and barely touches your own key pool. Yeah, so you guys start walking, and at certain point she Ning like makes you all they start being a lot more careful to not be seen or heard.
Okay, when we do that, I, as an immediate action, activate my... what is it called actually? Elemental defense. So we see a little bit of lightning go across.
Okay. Yeah, so give me, if you're going to participate in the stealth fest, give me some
Who isn't?
some stealth.
Oh god, the horrible roll, it's almost not one. But like,
Did I put a point?
Yeah, but like it's the classic. As long as some of you the majority succeeds.
Imagine getting beaten by someone with a +3.
yeah, I have a fucking +10.
You're not lowest, at least.
It's hard to stealth when you're carrying the torch along.
Oh my god.
The lantern, you know.
Yeah, we'll come on to this fucking bottom fest, huh?
Still not lowest. How do I make like
It
just in
feels
general everything I do? I'm just gonna do a d20 as to hide.
Feels pretty good not auto-failing a stealth check, that's nice.
Yeah, it is good.
Okay, let's see. Oh, why? What
Ian, we're here to roll his stealth.
2.
Yeah, if only.
Ian
Oh,
is the
God.
new Tom.
Do you know what the worst thing is?
Hey,
He is he's the one who's gonna decide whether or not you succeed or not.
Oh, you can roll it then, that's fine. Just roll.
I mean, yeah, you should have decent stealth, I think.
Yeah, he's an arrow boy. Arrow boys always have good stealth.
I can look it up. I'm not gonna roll for him, but I can look it up.
Must be trained in it, right? I'm gonna think +8.
He's got like 1 million skill points. He must have like 3 ranks in stealth, like 14. But at least +7.
I have +7. I have 1 rank in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the first rank kicks ass, doesn't it? Huh?
Oh, he's over here. There.
Probably like 10 then. I imagine.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
No, he is also on a 16 dex.
Why do you have so much in
probably
this skill though? You
9
didn't even
max.
take
Oh, he
the.
has 16 decks. What a
16
scrub.
decks?
Yeah, so
because
9 probably.
have-
Yeah, that's right. Everyone in the past had 16 decks.
I have 17.
40.
Why
I
did you
haven't-
give yourself so much?
No,
of
just
that?
me, Chris, and
Here
we
he
have
is.
same physical stats.
Here he is in the Bill Cosby sweater.
What'd you say, boy?
Nothing. Time for you to roll stealth.
That doesn't sound like...
Why didn't you roll it for me?
Pochak didn't want to.
Yeah, you gotta fail yourself. Okay.
Only 7. What a scrub.
Oh, that actually.
Not
Because
enough.
Because stealth is a DC, right?
Yeah.
The
Stealth,
enemies.
no, they set the DC. No, we
Stealth
set the DC.
sets-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it matters if they're searching for us or like just passive thing.
Who's
or
searching?
I don't know if that's
Who's searching
that
for
kind
us?
of thing.
I'm curious.
We're about
Who
to-
knows?
we're about
You're
to
about
find out.
to find out.
Oh, well, it's a purple boy.
That's cool looking.
What? A new map?
I don't seem to be in a square, so I'm just going to put myself in.
Yeah,
one of
put
the 4
put
squares
yourself
that I'm
in
touching.
a.
I can't click on.
Yeah, we're on
Oh,
the
because
map.
okay, I noticed a mistake I made with your characters.
Are we on the map?
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah.
map layer.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't know.
I've
There
been
you
a
go.
DM.
And so was him. He. Okay.
We were walking. Wait, we were walking kind of
Dude,
northwest.
that's a scary purple boy. No, you're sneaking along because they said sneak.
The one card.
Yeah, so you guys are sneaking along. You see,
Mission
Feng, Ning, and Yuan would be more at the front, and then there's the martial artist, which I hadn't put on this map for some reason.
He's my boy.
He is indeed your boy.
Your boy.
He had this much.
You know
Yeah.
what
So,
it
oh wait, no, he had this much HP. Sorry. And yeah, as you guys sneaking, you see this giant boar, with this mane of like flowing, purplish, glowing hair just all over its back, and these two giant tusks and spikes on its back as well. And it seems to immediately, you see the guard like step on a twig that with how silent you guys have been, like an ear-shattering crack as the boar turns towards you, and I need you to all roll for initiative.
God damn it, Bard. Why did you
Rip surprise round.
put the initiative thing on?
Yes, one moment. I need to cleanse it as well. Cleanse it!
You don't really need to actually cleanse it.
Just don't delete my 23. No.
You
Okay,
don't
whatever. I rolled 25 this time. Same, I gotta make it a 23.
You don't
Okay.
actually need to remove things from it. There's no need.
Why? Well, there is for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah, if it's all
Yeah.
on our
He
map,
can see all of them. Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, I can see from different ones as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Guess I'll be fair.
Patrick, you
not-
made me waste in that 20 to get on the initial order again. I demanded on my first attack roll.
That is not how it works.
Bastard.
I threw my nat 1 away though. In this initiative. They didn't get healed.
Martial
Also, wait.
artist, and then finally the spirit main boar.
I had acting at 30. Oh, it's only at 10. What a little kitty.
Oh, wrong. There we go.
It's
Ascending.
actually kind of okay. Actually, it's after the most of them.
For large creatures, I can't target this square. It has to be a corner. So weird.
So yeah,
in the
it Faye, I mean, it is your turn. The boar is
No, I didn't want much to hit.
looking towards you, and like
What am I doing?
Okay, there's no way you could possibly beat a 23.
I can't
That didn't work.
I can't see your attack.
Oh,
Oh.
you beat the 23.
What a bastard.
Dang, it's now your turn.
See, when we start too far away from the enemy, I don't want to go first.
Delay then, man.
Yeah.
When does the enemy go? Quite late.
Ten.
Yeah, sure. Delay time, boys. Delay.
It's pretty good.
Yang delays. Faye, it's your turn.
I
Delay.
cast shield on myself,
Okay.
marking another spell slot. Of course, naturally using a swift action first to make it so I can't fail my,
Naturally.
my armor check penalty bullshit.
Indubitably.
Do it anyway, though.
And then I move
I'll be right back.
to
If you move in front of my bow shot,
somewhere it can't charge me. So like
where you are now.
there. Put a nice
Okay.
tree between me and itself. Actually, I can be inside tree, right? So I can just go like there.
Yeah,
Like
behind the
that.
actual
That
tree
seems real
trunk,
good.
you know?
That seems real good.
And then it's Feng Ning's turn, and she will delay because she doesn't have any range attacks. And Sen, it's your turn.
This is like no cover, right? But you said it's a lollipop tree.
Yeah, the lollipop trees. So it's no cover.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure 100 feet is no problemo.
It's not point blank.
Can you see? Can you guys see his HP?
No.
I'm guessing not, right?
No.
Let's.
I only see my HP. I mean, like, it'd be weird if I could see its HP.
It's great how
Yeah,
this-
we don't see damage my health or anything.
I thought this was a no health bars campaign. It was a hardcore, no UI.
I'll give you his SCP.
like, the enemies don't even have a circle. They have a shadow though. That's pretty cool.
Out of interest, Podtrack.
Yep.
Yeah, I can use like the key point to get an extra attack right when I flurry of blows. Do
Yep.
do I need to decide that before I start the flurry of blows? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah, because Fleur of Blows is like.
Full round.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Sure. Then I will use a key point.
Yep.
A free attack this turn. So if I do deadly aim, that's like every future one, but I can choose to do that at any point. So I'll do the first one without deadly aim, just to test it, you know. Okay. I believe it is this.
The best way to test is to get a nat 20 and then a nat 10 or whatever to test it.
Damage.
Yeah, it slammed straight into the like purplish energy on its back, and it seems to sink in, but doesn't seem to care.
Remember, it counts with magic if that matters.
It counts as magic?
Yeah, remember I asked you and you were like, yeah, this makes
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it grunts at the fact that it got hit.
Nice.
It seems to have gotten hit. And
I decide deadly aim is worth it. So for my next two attacks, I would deadly aim.
But your arrows count as magical as arrows? That's bullshit.
Well,
okay, yeah, another.
You do unarmed attacks, and I was like, hey, well, I was like, Podtrack, you have to give me magic weapons if you want me to not get this. And he was like, nah, you can just have it. That was great.
I see.
But if you look at the rules, we're all meant to have magic weapons by this point, which is the real problem, because we level so stupidly fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if we level stupidly fast, more we get stupidly little loot.
Hey, you know, a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Potato, potato.
So that hits.
Yeah.
Pretty mid damage. And then last one.
Most can do magical attacks anyways, no more.
17?
Yeah, the last hit, it flies. It just dies. Yeah, it flies towards it, and it like plinks off one of the.
Good to know. Good to know.
The tusks.
That's pretty bad the damage on that one. Alright, yeah, that's my turn.
Tang, it's your turn.
I will delay.
You will delay. It's martial artist's turn. I'm pretty sure throwing daggers doesn't have 75 range. Like, I think it's just like 20 feet for those.
Yeah.
Fine. I think
I remember being a throwing card dude. That was like 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 20 feet. So yeah, he could do. No, he couldn't even do a like really long range. So he's just gonna.
Up to 10 range increments, you can technically do it.
It's 20 feet increments. So 20.
Yeah, but technically you do like a minus. I'm pretty sure you can keep doing it up
-4?
to.
I thought it was only 3. I think it was. I thought it was only 3 increments.
No.
2,
Really?
3. Well, it would only be a -6 then.
Oh, 5. It's 5. My bad.
Okay, -5 at then.
Projectiles is 10. Okay, so it's 10 for me, but it's 5.
Okay, it's no fucking point.
I mean, also it would be from
-5.
-5.
He'll take a defensive stance.
You got this, dude.
Yeah.
It's the bug.
Yeah. So
one shots him like.
yeah, it's his turn. He might like. It's not impossible for him to do it. Like fight defensive stance. How much AC is that again?
+4.
+4.
Okay. Fight defensively or something, but like to full round, so like total defense is +4.
Okay, yeah, total defensive is what he's doing. Spirit Bane Boar. He will indeed charge.
What a standing where it could charge him.
Yeah.
Big mistakes. Two baby.
Yeah, he has fucking
boy.
more or less jumps through the. Oh god.
Oh,
He does 14 damage to this guy.
But he was healed, right? He was healed.
Go as him.
oh, you can see
Yeah.
it's blocked now. See.
It's this ball can't spell.
Well, I fucking looked it up. What is gore?
Like the R and E are the other way around.
Okay. I must have redone this or something, but I'm pretty sure I looked it up.
What a mistake.
There we go. So yeah, and then this.
But his AC is 21 or better, right?
Oh shit! He does more damage than that. Sorry.
Can you fuck off?
Charging piggy, huh? Those
Yeah.
charging piggy things.
Yeah, charging piggy things. He
But, like,
does.
it stops. Just to be clear, it stops in that square as if it only has 5-foot reach, right?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Fuck Chris.
Look, hey, it's better this than we like assume it has 5-foot reach, and then we all try and like move around it and it gets attacks
No,
of
but
opportunity.
I wanted to.
He
fight
charges
step
forward
into him,
and
dude.
gores. One of the tusk gores straight through this guy, and he just fucking slams him to the side.
Got him.
But
No,
yeah,
no.
Who
It
wants to
is
re-enter
now-
initiative now?
I'll re-enter initiative, I
Sure.
guess.
Oh, someone wants to enter initiative?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, you're now a 9?
Oh, you're a 9, Jacko. Hear that?
I'm a 9.
I give him a 9-5.
Apparently.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. But then he would attack me, is the thing.
Indeed, he would.
Just like punch some air at him or something. Like
Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so it was a swift action. I'll go into my Ginny stance, and then I'll take a 5-foot step here,
Okay.
and then I will. Yeah, I'll just throw some air at him.
wait, that'll provoke though if it has 10-foot
Wait,
reach.
is that a ranged? Oh yeah, okay. Wait, first of all, I'll do my ranged attack, and then I'll do a 5-foot step.
Okay.
That seems like a smarter order. Bam.
22. Ooh!
That's
And
max
that
damage,
is,
right?
I'm guessing your air blast is magic, right? Or is it physical?
It's physical.
Okay. Yeah, it still does a dent.
It's a good
But it
damage
seems
roll.
like the energies coming from it did block some of the air.
Then I'll 5-foot step, and that is my
Okay.
turn.
It is now Feng Jun's turn. She will simply play her lute.
Simply.
Play her lute and sadly miss. So the shockwave that comes from her lute seems to just go around it. Doesn't deal any additional damage.
I'll re-enter after.
Okay. I'll give you a 5.1, I guess it was. Oh, that's HP. That's wrong. How much HP did you have?
Fuck off!
Yeah, that's only 0.1 HP. How does that work?
Bastard.
Yep. It is now your turn. Oh no. Yeah, just after her, your turn.
Now let's see what side for flanking are people gonna fight, huh? Come on.
Dang is looking like he's gonna step up, like either here or here, probably here. But I mean,
I mean,
Come on, Yang, do the provoke thing for us. Take one for the team.
I mean, it is kind of what my thing, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I run in to go for the slash.
Okay, he provokes from the spirit
25
blade.
AC, baby.
That's what it rolled on its last attack, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Oh, only a 17. Only and almost minimum damage as well. Yeah, he tries to gore you, but you duck under the tusk.
Oh my god. Roll like shit.
I don't see your attack, but I imagine it was like
Yeah, I
It's a
imagine-
9.
9.
yeah.
Okay.
9
yeah.
for 9.
Okay, after this, Ning will enter initiative.
At 5.05.
It's 5.01.
Wait, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
She will
No.
run over here.
I guess where she finds out if it has a second attack opportunity or not.
I did not have a
Nice.
second attack opportunity. Yes, it
Saving
did.
it for the monkey.
Yeah, exactly. She will then.
well, the monkey's gonna charge in, so.
She doesn't simply slash. She takes her sword against her palm, and as her some blood goes on the blade, it's lit a flame for brighter than before in the previous fight, and then she will attack.
She's a
Oh, that's a loot. Sorry.
hemomancer. Those are illegal, aren't they?
That is. She slashes, and as the flames envelop this beast, it seems to do a lot more damage than.
Flames, huh?
Yeah, we get it. Your NPCs are so strong, but
A lot more than 18 damage. That's not spooky. A lot more than 18.
That 18 was reduced to like a 9 or something, or like a chunk.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's halved or whatever, but like that's not how Pathfinder works. It was reduced by a good amount. We know.
Yeah, it
because,
would reduce by a good amount.
being not magical.
And that is her turn. So Wei, it's now your turn.
I know what you're thinking. It seems pretty magical to me when you.
How like speaking does this creature look like right now? Like, has it taken a good amount of hits, or is it like still standing?
Oh yeah, you know, I think you tried to make us see its health bar. We don't see its health bar.
Oh, you still don't see its health bar? How the fuck? I did permission C.
I don't see anybody so far.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. There we go.
Asshole.
He says there you go, but
Yeah,
Wait,
only
still,
see
you
my-
don't.
No.
I fucking.
But I mean, I don't.
Bar
I only
one
see-
permissions.
only see my
Oh,
own
wait,
health
no.
bars.
Visible to everyone. There. Now?
Nope.
No.
maybe the text you're making. Hang on, I can't remember what the exact overlay looks like. Let me get another Roll20 camera because they changed it.
Okay, no, never mind. I think I figured out. There we go.
Yay! Oh, now we can see its actual health though, Podtrack. Now you've revealed everything.
Oh, what?
I
Yeah,
mean, not
that's
that we
gonna
couldn't have
be-
figured that out by now if we like counted pixels and stuff, but you know.
Wait, but now it's fully gone again.
Or if you do count how much damage you've done previously.
Wait, it's fully gone
You
again.
need, to,
What?
you need to make the text overlay only visible to editors, but the bar visible to everyone.
Yeah, man, come on. How did you just know that?
All the editors. Let's see. Now?
There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Only. I'm just-
You did it, T.
Now
You
do
did
that.
it.
Now do that for the rest of us.
No. I like this. I like role playing HP.
When we still
By
see it
role
at
Okay.
all.
we just
Wait,
all say,
it's
"Oh,
your
look,
turn."
off." Truly will fight.
You can't see how hurt anyone is. It's not real play. Monkey running.
In my case, considering whether he's that takes like one more turn. Got it? Okay. So how does the key strike thing work on monk? So am I correct in understanding it that if I have a key point,
Yes, it's magical.
all my unarmed
magic.
attacks are magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. Alright. In that case, Wei will you see Wei take up a drink, starts chucking it, he starts being a drunk man, swift action becomes raging, and as he uses added action to gain a drunken key, and as you see him pumping up his muscles as he move action to go the powerful stand. And that's wasted.
Oof.
Above
Nice.
you, baby.
Big monkeys, gorilla.
Hey,
Giant
it is
monkey
now your
form.
turn.
I'll move over here, like so, and angling very carefully so that I do hit. don't hit Feng Ning. Only
Okay.
hitting the monkey, and maybe a bit of this tree. I will target a burning hand, allowing fire to spread forth, because, you know, like it seems to take fire damage. Also, my attack's definitely not magical.
Oh, I mean the burning hands.
And I
thought
will
you meant-
use my swift action to make it. I could swift action to make it my designated foe though. But then I got a 10% chance of this not happening. So no. We just burn. We swift action to armor check penalty or whatever, like divine failure penalty, and then bam. I would have.
Well, oh, that actually. But also he gets a reflex save.
It does get a reflex save. Get out of here.
See, that's
Get
half
outta
damage,
here.
right? So
It is
it's
half,
normal
yeah.
damage then. Takes normal
Surely your
damage.
Thing is a magic damage. Like, why it's not magic damage?
Chaco's fisty pumps.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why isn't it magic damage, Echo?
Because it's a physical blast that does bludgeoning damage.
But from a magical source. So that's not magic.
Well, the opposite. There's something about resistance.
This says spells, spell-like abilities, and energy attacks ignore damage reduction.
Yeah, but it's not a.
Isn't it like a spell-like ability? No? Supernatural ability, maybe, I guess.
It's SP. I think that's. I don't know.
Interesting. SP. Supernatural power, maybe?
Sen. Where even are you? There you are.
Yeah, down there.
Go on.
He's the farthest away from combat as possible.
Still 30 feet though, which means I
Farthest
get my
away.
+1 point blank.
Yeah.
It's towards the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do the same thing where I flurry, so I get 3 attacks. I mean, I use a swift action to get 3 attacks. But I will also on the first, and I'll deadly aim. On the first one, at least the first one, I will also use my perfect strike ability, so I can roll twice.
Cool.
So first attack. Twice, still no. Oh, it's a 17 now, but I think that missed, right?
Still
Very
miss.
sad, even perfect strike. Okay, so first one misses, and the second one. Boop. 16 is very sad.
Yeah.
And last one, it's incredibly sad. What are these?
Yeah.
I didn't
You-
roll above an 8 with 4 numbers.
Hey, it's Josh.
You shoot a flurry of
I've seen
arrows,
this
but they
archer
all blink off for
That
just
means I
about
get
miss.
half those arrows back, though, baby.
before.
Hear it.
The spirit main boar will it sees gets attacked from all sides. It will like just about race on its back legs, and you see it burst with energy as that flies off and goddammit, and gathers over there, and you see a shape take form.
Those
Oh, mini me.
There's a little piggy.
Still
And-
seems of 4 squares, though. Same size piggy.
A little
Yeah.
piggy, you know? A
Man,
little babby piggy.
it's so sad rolls. I'm so sad about it.
Yeah.
It then
Wait, immediately
charges at Yang. Spirits.
Yang?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Yang, yeah.
It
Oh.
charges at you
For the fly.
and charges all the
Wait,
way
so
in to get it charge
That was
bonus.
its whole. That was its whole turn, and now it's the
Yep.
pinky turn.
Now it's big.
Not bad, no.
Okay.
He's unhittable.
It-
so don't even
Minute
bother.
21 right now.
He's unhittable.
So it's plus 13.
You know.
22. Does that you have 25 AC or some shit?
That's only when I was moving around.
Attack of opportunity. Eh?
Okay,
Says he
but
has
that
21
hits
AC.
or
Yeah, 20.
yeah, you take 1 damage.
What?
Got him.
One
Oh wait, I forgot he charged, so he gets additional die.
That's oh.
That's bullshit to me, man.
That's a plus. Yeah, that's 3 damage right there. You mean 1 damage?
Yeah, but he gets. Oh my
What?
god!
Excuse me?
But you take half of that.
Can you fuck off?
So you take 15 points of damage.
15's not half of that.
No, it's 3 plus 20.
How have you done the
27.
damage also? I'm so fucking confused. by
Oh,
how you
so-
done
so-
Yeah,
I
he
think-
does. Normally he does 12d2, 1d12 plus 2.
Okay.
When he charges, he does 3d12 plus 5.
Wait, so,
I'm-
but you're using the roll of the big one, and the small one does like half damage.
Oh.
Yeah, the small one
Oh.
has the same attack and everything is big one, but half.
Okay.
That's
Right,
half.
okay, so that's the extra damage. So the total of 30 and then half.
You do 3d12
Yeah.
Ow.
D12 when they charge.
3d12 plus 5, you know? Not even.
Oh boy.
It's a lot of damage.
You lie.
He only took 15, he's fine.
Yeah, you only
He
took
got hit
15
like
damage.
14
I,
already. you know?
luckily, I got healed. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Only 15. Whatever, it's fine.
Tang, it's your turn.
Oh, that's weird.
Happy to alive.
Continue the flank chain.
I refuse. I step
He's
up.
starting a new one with you, Chris, on the other side. For when
With
the
a
other
swift action, I will also make my flurry of one more attack
guy- Oh, classic.
using
I
a
know
key
that.
point. And also, As
Did
part
it,
of-
hey, did it provoke when Jacko moved?
Jacko 5-foot step.
No, he 5 foot step, so.
Okay,
No
gotcha.
provoke.
and
No
also,
provoke.
I will use my kinetic fist as part of my when I attack, and also I will use my elemental fist.
You're busted.
So,
But will you do fire damage or will you do thunder damage?
well, I can only do,
Oh yeah, no. With the elemental monk, you can choose whichever.
yeah,
right?
but I refuse because I'm a
Okay,
fucking arrow.
that's what I meant. Like,
Somatic, you know? Somatic.
yeah.
So
But
it's like, so what damage type will you do? Like, I can only do this one.
Uh,
I can only
removes one of the
make this
flexibility.
choice.
yeah, 15 doesn't hit, so. But 20 does.
It's okay, Tang. I will teach you to
17
harness the
doesn't
power of the cleansing flame into your fist.
Even with even if that was flank. Okay.
You get all those attacks. That's great.
Is that flanking? Because he flanks through
No.
the square.
No, there's no flanking.
No, man, that's not flanking.
You have to,
It'd have to
plan-
be someone in one of these two squares. Or
Even if I moved here, it wouldn't be
there with
flanking, right?
reach.
That's what
Or...
I assumed.
Yeah, no, even there it's not flanking.
So that's minus 14. There we go.
And wait, that's 3 attacks? I think that's it, yes. As I accept
Feng Yuan will bit shaken by the spirit boar as she runs over here, and then she will use her loot once more. It's an additional, and this one actually hits and chunks the big boar. It seems to be bleeding quite heavily at this point. It seems not so happy about the situation it's currently in.
No, neither am I. I will start fighting defensively, crane style, baby.
Crane style, bitch.
You into the crane style.
Yeah. Bam! 21!
21 slashing damage, but it's not magical, right?
No, it's not magical.
Non-magical.
Oh, big non-crit sneak damage though.
So 3 plus 9 damage? Oh wait, no, that's not how it works.
3 plus 6 damage.
Yeah, 3.
I don't know how that works. Is it half damage?
Yeah.
It's not actually half damage. That's not how Pathfinder works.
Total damage is 19 and take off what you will.
Yeah, so takes that much damage.
Okay.
Got enough for me.
Oh yeah, right. This one has the DR number. Like. Oh.
And Feng Ning, on her turn, she will slash with her burning sword.
No way she misses.
She natural 20s,
No.
and she doesn't confirm though, sadly.
Oh.
And she.
But it's big dead, right?
No.
Oh god.
It goes down. It's barely alive. It's like.
Come on, monkey.
It can barely keep its giant mass up.
It has time to charge and take a hit and then get hit. Again,
Yeah. you might get one shot, you know. You can't actually get one shot.
So can I
Use your stat.
Unless you crit.
charge? Do I still finish charge?
Yeah, that's yeah. That's
Wait, Porto,
eight
what's your talking at a turn stance? Can I tell him to go for the other one? Can I be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
wait, I've got this one. Charge the small one.
But yeah, so can I finish charge if I hit?
Yeah, you should, right? Like it doesn't interrupt movement.
Okay. Well, then I'll charge for the other one.
I think also, actually, no, technically, yeah, and that's 20 feet for you, so you could charge to that square. Because like, you have to finish in the closest square when you charge. I thought like this node might be blocking for a second, but no.
So yeah, this square is.
Okay,
But this is actually no, technically this is how. Oh, that would have provoked them both though.
Yeah, this is the closest
yeah,
square to
okay,
the other one that provokes both.
I'm just gonna go to move to here then. Provoke.
Okay. Provoke. The
The
spirit.
little piggy, little half
The
damage piggy.
little half damage piggy. Yeah, the spirit boar will attempt to gore you. Only 14 though.
Okay.
And he's
Wei-
still on his charge turn, right? So it's -2 safety.
Oh yeah. Wei kinda comes up to it, then takes up its. Then that's a spinning kick. That's a +1 damage.
Okay, so 11. Yeah, it dims quite extremely as you.
You don't, by the way, see its health bar.
I can't be asked.
Horrible.
Faye, it's now your turn.
Okay. So moving very carefully from this square. I believe I can do the burning hands. I think like the cone shapes are the same in this edition. So I should theoretically from that corner be able to do this 15-foot burning hands that I've drawn here so beautifully.
Makes sense
that's so
to me.
beautiful.
Hitting both of them.
Yep.
Gorgeous, Chris, gorgeous.
Swift I say sorry tree! And swift action to reduce my spell penalty bullshit and then huzzah! Ah, the shitty little fire damage though.
Yeah, but as I don't need to roll. No, I didn't roll. As you see the spore erupt in flame as its body just slumps, and you hear the earth shake under your feet as it dies. And as it dies, the light disappears from its mane, and this spirit disappears.
But it also gets burned first, and
It also gets burned first. Yeah, it looks like you're just disintegrates the spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the boar dies.
I like blow off my fists.
Bay is now
rushes over here. And she will attempt to heal this guy because I don't think he immediately died. Just gonna double check that.
Never immediately die. Never immediately.
Okay.
It was a non-lethal
You
shot.
can handle this.
Non-lethal shot, yeah.
Nice.
30
Hangover,
damage.
right?
He had 20. Yeah, he's still alive.
Sorry, what did you say, Timmy?
Faye, you can handle this hangover, right?
Hmm.
As Way staggers towards him.
I could.
I got
You're looking a bit tired there.
I got a little bit of a headache.
Yeah.
But it'll pass with time, right? I should save my magic for someone in desperate and dire need.
Yeah,
Like
maybe you
myself
just
this evening before we fall asleep.
maybe you should stop drinking. That could help.
No, fine. You're down a fair chunk of health, right? Like, yeah.
He's under half, yes.
Yeah, have a d6.
I feel like we're enabling him, Bolly.
I don't know if you can use magic to cure hangovers permanently.
I can remove fatigue, though.
But he said he had a hangover, not that he was fatigued.
He's got the hangover fatigue.
Yeah. He calls his rage fatigue hangover. But his rage is actually him just drinking, him just along with his alcohol.
I go in. I want to go help the servant to his feet.
Okay, you help him out, help him up, and
Way
thanks.
stop hearing this piece of
Just nodded him.
after his hangover.
And I searched to find 2 arrows, but that is half of what I shot and missed. Let's go.
Yep, sure. You see Feng Ning dig into the skull of the boar.
Way stop hearing it from back.
You guys are quite capable. It's turned out quite well.
Yeah, we're not one to back that down. We're pretty good at that kind of thing.
Apart from our...
Though among the weaker kind, this spirit main boar is a genuine spirit beast. She takes out a fist-sized beast core from its head.
Oh, baby, a big one.
Glowing a purple light.
Chunky beast core.
Yeah. Well, let's go get what we actually here for. As she walks over to this tree, and Joanna and the guard follows.
Wait, which tree? Oh, thank God.
The giant
The
tree.
big one. Okay, I was like, not the one I just burned. That would have been awkward if I came all this way for this tree and you just burned it down.
You see her. You see the guard or the servant take out, those like boxes with flasks in them. I forget what they're called.
Crates.
Crates.
Potion
There we go.
box? I don't know.
Yeah, a crate of
Box of
bottles.
flasks.
Bag of flasks.
Of flasks.
Well,
And she takes. She had two small crates of 6 flasks each, and Feng Ning takes them and place them close to the tree and walks up one, and you can see on the foot of this quite massive tree, there's very long cyan straws of grass, essentially, with quite broad leaves. That seems almost
I would like to hear
overlapping with each other,
right
like
now.
two grass.
Can we take a
make
short break?
What? You want
I
to
really need
take
to
a
go
short break?
right now. Yeah, short break.
Okay.
Right. 5-10 minutes.
Sure.
I need to go.
It's okay, so the tree is
Rip webcams.
surrounded by.
Yeah, it's a
Purple
tree
blades of
surrounded
grass?
by. It looked like very large straws of grass, with the leaves facing each other in pairs, almost creating like a tube.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Almost drank directly from the bottle. That would have been bad.
Wait, why?
I almost drank directly from the Jägerbomb bottle.
You can take it.
I
Do it.
The last time I did that, I talked shit to you guys for like an hour.
I remember.
I don't. Doesn't look like you can take it.
I'm not used to alcohol. But the taste's not bad.
Mm.
Oh boy.
I think I have 3 shots now or something.
You guys want to do a little PvP? Or,
No, I have a question about Kinesis, Jacko.
Okay.
Do you get like, is that like the normal like strike?
Kinetic Fist as
You
a
can- you can play it like
infusion as part of an attack or a full round attack.
Dude, that's sick, man. But you can do
But
that
it's-
like on the
Well, no. It's a level 1 burn. So I can either use a move action to reduce the burn to 0, or I can accept a point of burn to do it. And then, yeah, but I can only have go up
That's
to the
crazy,
maximum.
man. It's so cool. I'm kind of sad I didn't do one of these weird like classes. you know?
Kineticist. It's
I
a
feel like
it's a
you guys-
normal Pathfinder one.
Like, I kind of like the idea behind my class, but it ends up me just shooting out every round. It's getting a little boring. Shoot some arrows, man.
More
Shoot up-
features? Oh, more arrows.
Yeah, right. Man.
It's gotta be Valheim, it's wooden arrows. Just
It's almost like that
country.
equal shit, right? That you made you get knocked out of.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like a, almost like a witch's curse. You can't cure it other than long rest. Oh, yes, right, yeah. And
That's pretty cool.
but now that I have elemental overflow, when I accept a point of burn, I my elemental energy is overflowing, and I get bonuses to hit and damage.
That's really nice combo flow blows actually really gives you a lower turn. That's really
Yeah.
nice. Dude, what's the actual gather shit do? You know when you you turn Super Saiyan? What's that actually do?
Yeah, that's the thing that reduces. That just means like gathering energy, so I don't have to accept a point of burn. Like it goes from 1 to 0.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I can link it if you want. It's like a yeah.
Dude, it's cool, man. Everyone's got these interesting classes. It kind of feels boring.
You have made a really good archer, that's what you made.
And I mean, this works because I've always had both of my hands free.
I'm really good. Let's go back and see that last time.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
That's really good. Dude, what other
Oh my God.
what are the other prehensile appendages like that?
Maybe you'll find out.
He could have made a monkey man and have there's a
That's so cool.
the monkeys can choose a thing to make their tail a prehensile.
The burn can never actually. Burn can never actually fuck you up, right?
I
you
can
can't,
no, the burn that I take not, but if I take, there's also non-voluntary burn, I think.
I still need like 5 minutes, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's fine.
Yeah, so
Fine.
Felt like only 2 minutes until last I need 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was
I wasn't expecting him back.
I was thinking like those 5-10 minutes were really fast.
Jesus. Okay, so you can take like non-voluntary burn. Okay.
Hmm.
Dude, but that's
I
so.
felt-
Can you stop hitting me, Project? Prick?
You gotta like keep track of fucking non-lethal and lethal, man. That's like.
I
Just
kind
stand
of
just out
use
of
a
reach and cast
blue-
burning hands, Tom. That's the trick.
God damn it.
I kind of remember that I gave
I'm
the spirit boar more abilities, but apparently I didn't.
He just died though too fast. Also, I
mean-
forgot that Pathfinder does that cool thing about like cast level and spells. It makes like I forgot all about that.
Mm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's so nice. I missed that in the original Pathfinder 2. I mean, it kind of was
Yeah, they kind of.
like auto heightened in a way, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that good, but it really helps actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
Man.
like my burning hands right does like straight up D4 per level,
Yeah.
So just like keep scales. I think it's maximum 5d4 or something.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
You can
Like
see
my Searing Light does 1d8 per 2 levels and d6 per level against undead.
Dude, that's so good as well if you're like +1 per dice. Huh? That's like cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of I get what they did with Pathfinder 2 about not when making casters like so like kind of damagey, but I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know. Maybe they push it too far. I'm not sure.
I feel like they're not as. I mean, okay, like I say this for 22 AC, but like in traditional like non-Gestalt, more vanilla Pathfinder 1 and or 3.5,
Very.
Like, low-level casters just get like sneezed on by a goblin. It's like, oh no, I reached my negative con mod. Rip new character time.
Much
You know?
I like Pathfinder 2.
Where's 22 AC when it fits in?
Pathfinder 2 is just amazing system, you know. Kind of best.
Pathfinder 1 definitely has its merits.
Portrait
though.
like
I
a-
enjoy.
For
One
once,
day-
I feel like it's really interesting. Like,
I'll consider doing a Pathfinder 2 campaign at one point per track, and if so, you'll be first on the list.
every system, like if I haven't played in a while, I come back to it. I'm like, man, this system's great. Like, I bet if we didn't play 5e for a while, we'd come back and be like,
I mean,
man,
5e
this system's kind of boring.
5 is,
solid.
yeah, 5 is great.
Yeah, it's got stuff going
Pathfinder
for it.
2 is as well.
5e is like
I love
so good, I think, for
I love
introducing people to
5e.
role-playing
They
games.
scratch very different itches. Like,
It's like exactly halfway between Pathfinder 2 and Dungeon World.
if I had to choose between 5e and Pathfinder 2 or Pathfinder 1, I would shoot 5e sometimes. I think if I want
Yeah.
to lay back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm singing Pathfinder 2 if I would ever choose like Pathfinder 1.
I think
Like, there's a lot of stuff.
that makes sense though, right?
2e has so much like shit in it already. Like, it's crazy. Like,
I think Pathfinder 1 if I wanted to have like a campaign where people could like okay, so the Podtrack was like I want to make a really specific campaign where it's basically like Eastern themed and like everyone's got like key points and yet we all came out with basically wildly different characters.
Yeah,
Like you'd struggle with that at the moment in Pathfinder 2 because like it's you know
yeah, if you have a very like specific concept in mind, I get Pathfinder.
yeah, like because there's like so much fucking shit. We all made like you know different characters all themed around the idea of basically being kung fu fighters who get key points.
Some of them are less.
But yeah, that's true. Pathfinder still does a good variety, but like, and I guess that matters a lot for this sort of campaign. But I think for
Yeah,
most campaigns, I can't really like. I don't know.
that's
I
stealth.
By doing this and seeing like the standard action, full round action, I really do think the free action thing was like.
3 actioning is so smart.
I think it's like
I was thinking the same thing earlier when we were talking about like the power jump when you get extra attack in 5e.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's so that's fucking multi attack in Pathfinder 2 is so smart.
I'm surprised that like I'm just like man, why did they do that?
I feel like a lot of thought had to go into like figuring out how to make 3 equivalent actions work.
4E.
4e, what the fuck is
Well,
4e?
yeah,
That doesn't exist. I've never tried 4e either. How does weird?
You try it. Maybe one day when we're like 60, we'll go back to 4E when 20E is out.
When we're 60, 10 is gonna be out. Man.
What's good? Yeah, 10E.
No, I'll always stick to 5e.
Oh man.
Dude,
you know
play
how
for
like,
30 more years we play
This
5e.
GIF is completely irrelevant to everything we've been talking about, but I'm going to share it in memes anyway. It's not a GIF; it's got sound.
you know how like
yes.
okay, fine, we'll watch this and all.
Jump scares are very good subreddit.
Wait, what? Oh, I've never seen this subreddit. Oh, that's really good. That's gotta be. That's gotta be.
That's everything goes wrong.
What's even happened? Why does he headbutt the desk?
Like, firstly, the thing falls out of the bottom of the can, and he like tries to reach down for it or whatever. And he smacks his head.
Aggressively, so
And
aggressive.
then he pulls it. But the best bit is even once he's out of the frame, somehow the camera then like falls.
It's like you were grabbing for it. Oh man.
Oh, fucking god, man.
Anyway, what was I say?
He underestimated the size of his forehead.
Seeing the future will look. You know how like 2E and like AD&D is like so complex. Seeing the future would look back in 5E and be like, man, we used to make them roll dice. Now we just,
Now we just narrate what
now we
happened.
just like I stab him. Whoa, he gets stabbed, but he doesn't die yet. Shit, the DM says he doesn't die yet.
Oh, that's so stupid.
No, the future is virtual reality, where we can just
Oh, dude.
interact with
Yeah,
the
D&D
world.
would be
It's like 18, it doesn't fucking matter if I'm in a virtual world. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, you just gotta Neuralink it and then play as your actual selves as the DM. Just fucking.
Deflect arrows like you're playing a complicated round of Beat Saber. Like.
No reflex or anything like that. You just do it yourself.
Full Black Mirror.
But in the virtual world.
Man, I forgot how good improved initiative was in this edition. Maybe I should have taken that.
How good what is?
Improved initiative.
Well, like, I mean, it's okay.
I mean, it's good for me because I'm an archer, so it'd be really nice.
Yeah, it's generally pretty. It's particularly combat, like most of us like delay and go after 10 anyway. So.
Casters and archers, or
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Ian. No. I looked at your skills.
Oh baby, you're in trouble now.
We talked about that healing skill that needed you to have heal, like multiple ranks in heal to get.
Points in heal, don't I?
Yeah, you have 3 points in heal, so I was like...
Well, I thought maybe I wanted to go that feat, but I didn't, okay? But I still have the points in heal, whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of skill points, okay? Man gets 6 a level.
He's got a diploma, he's got a HP... first aid...
Maybe you don't have multiple points in stealth?
I have 1 point in stealth.
Yeah. We were figuring out what your stealth was. AFK earlier, we're waiting for you to roll that stealth. You're figuring out like what it'd be depending on how many ranks you had. I bet he's got 3 ranks in stealth.
I only have +3 decks, I mean, that's one.
Yeah.
I think all of us do. No
why.
Like this entire party.
Dude, also, in Pathfinder 2e, the fact you get +2 to 4 things, I think that's like just too many, right?
The stat boosting?
Yeah, it's a lot, man. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. It just makes it more consistent, right?
Beck's becoming, like, not even that uncharismatic, and I'm like, it's Beck. It's impossible.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's kind of just, like, true from the very start, right? Like, the stats are just overwhelmingly good. Like, you gotta almost think, like, 15 is the average instead of 10.
You're like, we're heroes.
But, like, is that true? Okay, so it's a bit like, when, like, is that also true? Like, so, okay, so the way it's done in, like, original D&D's or I saw 10 is, like, the human average, and eventually...
Yeah.
Shit. Is 10 the human average in Pathfinder 2e? Like, do NPCs are meant to... Is 10 meant to be an average ability still?
I think it's, like...
But that doesn't really make sense. 10, it's so low, because even with, like, ability...
It's like, it's like, 10's like the starting point before you add anything, right?
But then is that implying that just...
Okay, so, like, let's go DMG and look up, or the Game Mastery and look up a rando peasant. I've got my, NPC gallery right here.
Level.
Okay. The barkeep. Barkeep on page 238.
Looking at a barrister.
Barrister's pretty high. Okay, so barkeep is
-1, Chris.
Okay, so barkeep is 16 strength, 10 dex, 14 con, 10 int, 12 charisma, 12 wisdom, 16 charisma. So like, it's pretty decent.
That still means that, but like, your barkeep and say good at those.
Okay, drunkard. Drunkard is 16 strength, 14 dex, 18 con.
18 con.
18 con, 8
He's a level 2 creature. He's strong level 1.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know why the drunkard is so strong, but he's
strong. Server is 12 strength, 18 dex, 10 con, 10 int.
On the server. What?
You know, they've got to throw those pewter mugs.
Well, maybe it's not that average, you know? 10 is not just average.
Yeah, I think this is
But if I wasn't a like PC, I would just have my ancestry boost, right? That's the only kind of boost you'd have, and that for humans is only 1+2.
Background.
Okay, like, but not everyone has a background.
Of course you have a background. You do something in the world. You do something in the world. You have some kind of profession.
Everyone does.
Yes. Very.
You would increase skills with your profession.
So you would reasonably have like 114 and 112 or something, right?
But it doesn't mean that the average intelligence means because of your profession you're better than the average person. I mean, that's how a profession would work, right? If my profession is something, I'm probably better than the average person at that thing. So the average would still be 10.
I mean, like...
Yeah, but the average
person
would have one...
A level 0 character
Yeah.
Still gets the 4 free ability boost from step 6 of normal character creation, but not the class.
That's a PC. What I'm asking is a PC just integrally like better than other people?
Maybe.
I mean, it makes sense from a like. Not everyone goes to become an adventurer. You have to be good at least a little bit to become an adventurer. You know, it's a dangerous profession.
You should mention stats. There's no like a page to talk about stats, and it's like 10's the average. Come on, I want that page.
But apparently, combat can be especially dangerous for level 0 characters. Who would have thought?
Crazy.
What's the HP like for level 0 characters?
Who would have thunk it?
You just get your con mod and your ancestry hit points.
Okay. So basically the same thing as if you're a fucking 5e character.
Yeah.
Understanding and choosing statistics. No, that's
And you say for that it's dangerous.
reading character statistics. No, that's not.
I'm most
Guys
scared.
like treat that level as
Level
-1
one.
for determining combat encounters.
Okay.
Sorry?
You said you're interested in doing that for next session. No, not next session, next campaign.
Next session, yeah, you're right. Next campaign, next session, same thing.
What?
I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna fight the Lich, right? So.
No.
Doing what? Interested in doing what for next campaign?
No.
There's like a variant rule in Pathfinder 2 for like starting your characters at level 0 where they don't even have like a class or anything. And, like they're just peasant nerds, and then you get your class later.
Have you seen I can't remember, it was like one of the YouTube, I got to keep recommending my friend this guy's videos, like the No Nat 1, his like YouTube channel, Chris. Like, we recommend one of the videos and he recommended more, but he did like a video reviewing the different like variant rules and like what he
Interesting. No, I'll check that out for sure. Probably say level 0 characters suck.
He liked the automatic bonus progression as well, actually, he said that.
Oh, okay.
What is that automatic bonus progression?
Like basically your character by default, you know how like basically there's levels where you have fundamental weapons runes, like second level 2 you get +1, level 4 that's when you can buy striking, level 8 you can buy it. It basically
part of Pathfinder I don't actually know about.
Yeah, but you haven't played a melee character ever. But the basic idea was like those things are basically not required, but they're assumed to be the case for basically balancing encounters, so that you have a sword that does that, right? You have like a sword at this level. And this will basically you get less treasure, but all characters automatically get those abilities. And then more like instead of flavoring the different weapons, you just a better fighter. So the +1 here, they put they're better at this level, not that they're using a better weapon. And basically like at this point then the DM can give them more interesting magic items rather than having to a lot of
Also, it works kind of, and actually there's another variant rule that also addresses this, but like if you want to do like a lower fantasy world.
Lower fantasy one also has it.
See, I agree with this one, because like the most annoying part of like playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that you need all these fucking plus stat weapons and shit, and you can't use the cool cloak that does something different but doesn't give any stats.
Yeah, the sort of like
for instance.
Dude, like
you
just wear the cloak that gives like +6 to all saving throws. Like wow, why would I ever put anything else on in Pathfinder 1?
But there's the cool things otherwise. Like
every character just wearing a cloak of resistance, and like they wear a different rank of cloak and resistance based on how much they're in my main party or not. Like, I'm constantly juggling the cloaks of resistance based on how much I care about them.
But in the end, any like magic which is just like, numerical increase is just boring, right? Like it just
in a sense. But it's also like a variant rule where they say, a variant suggestion where they say, okay, so you want to have like a low fantasy, like imagine you want to have like a Game of Thrones world where you don't want to have like a bunch of magic weapons and stuff around, but you still want to have like better crafted like Valyrian steel. So you just like it basically adapts the whole striking runes and bonuses for that idea, where like none of the weapons are really magical, but if you've got like the fucking sword of House Stark or whatever, you get it's like a +3 greater striking, major strike, whatever malarkey. So it's adapted for like a low fantasy.
It's kind of nice idea that like it just feels kind of weird to be some like, oh, the reason I'm so good is I have a good sword, Like it feels kind of bad, like I'm like a 10th level fighter, but if I hit with a great sword, I do the same damage as a 1st level fighter hitting with a great sword. Like maybe +1 more for my strength better, but like if
strength's a lot better. You got like so many.
If character got my sword, he'd be doing 3d12 instead of me doing.
Yeah, but you're a lot better at hitting with it than he is.
I mean, there are also there's also systems for that shit, right? There's like remember them someone playing online something like more Arthurian type.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's
can't remember.
It begins with a P, but I know what you mean.
Pendragon.
Pendragon, yeah.
So, do you guys like to compare this in here mostly Pathfinder 1, or does Pathfinder 2 also have the same problems with +1 swords?
It's Pathfinder 2 less. It still does.
I would say less. Yeah.
It still has a equipment. I'd say it's basically mandatory at certain levels. Like not like you gotta have it, but like someone's gotta have. Someone's gotta have something good. Like or you're gonna be.
Okay.
Less so, a lot less so.
You don't.
The striking runes are pretty essential in Pathfinder 2.
I think the striking runes are basically the only thing, right?
Well, you get potency runes and striking runes. And
what do those do?
So like potency rune is like the +1 on your weapon for like to hit, and then the striking rune is increasing the damage. But instead of just being +1 damage, it's an extra damage dice.
Now kun sä liikut sit läpi.
That's what I said. Anyway, Patrick, he's back now.
Yes. You see Feng go down to these.
She goes down, huh?
Yeah, she goes down.
Ooh.
She. God, It's also pretty wrong.
Calm down.
Why did you need to say that?
You said it.
I'm just gonna say that she checks the straws of grass, and
Oh, sounds so wrong.
I could.
I can destroy you.
I
Fucking
destroy you with a
fast
horse!
shit.
Yeah, and occasionally she finds one which she she squeezes out some
Wait.
dew out of
I see now what you mean.
No, she just started
Out of the
squeezing out
tubes.
of you. God damn.
into the vials.
Every last drop, huh?
Every last drop.
Milks it.
They're all of them are used.
Spent.
Yeah, she spent. Yeah.
Who did she go down on first? In this little circle? Okay.
Her sister, obviously.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, she feels all.
It wasn't weird without that.
She fills all the 12 vials, and then she looks at Tang because he's like among the closest, and like turns and goes to Wei, and like starts going to Wei, and like and looks over to the three of you.
You need any help there?
I'm confused. She's on the watch.
And in the end, as you guys are just standing there on the other side of it, she looks up the way, and she gives you there's 5 of you. She gives you
What
free
happened there in the background, team?
she gives you
There's a
3 of
naked
the
lady in the
vials.
background.
What is it, Checo?
There's a naked lady in the background.
Yes, that's my girlfriend. She was
Don't
doing
tell
her
her
best
that you-
while not putting clothes on, still trying to.
Nice,
No.
Jack just got banned from Twitch.
Yeah, he's he's streaming this, right?
I did tell her, so it's up to her.
A bit of an
No,
exhibition.
you'll see it
Well,
that way.
I'm sure Twitch will see it that way. Yeah. Well.
I trust
Good
all
luck
of you
with
not
your-
to report.
So she
Three vials,
gives you
you
3
said.
of the vials, and she says, "There's enough dew for 2 people in each vial, so you'll even have some over."
Hey, how about that? At this point, I'll move up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll move up.
It's quite simple to use. Just drink it when you have time to rest and focus on absorbing the energies within.
Oh boy. So now the whole concept of these vials is never not going to be weird to me now.
I'm really get what's happening. She's gone to a tree, she's got some magic juice, now she's telling her to drink it. I'm
Sorry,
not really
what does it do?
all
It's
the
just
information.
it's water, right?
May wants to drink magical tree juice.
It's so calming, Jew.
Yeah, but okay.
But my soul's
I
already
know.
pretty calm.
Do I know what the what is this? What is that?
You already rolled. Everyone already rolled for Arcana. Faye would by the name understand that it's as long as she's telling the truth, a cultivation resource of medicine that would enhance your soul in some way.
But
How much soul do you need? How much does soul need enhancing?
Wei is definitely into this tree drinking.
Dude, I get emails about this stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
So-
Yeah.
I don't like.
Well-
I guess we can buy it tonight. Once we have some.
I look forward. Was
that all you?
Well-
So how did we get of those drinks? Like, did he?
3 vials.
She
She
gave
did
you
one?
3 vials.
I want a whole vial myself.
I would like a while.
I'm pretty sure she said it was enough for all of us.
Yeah, there's like loads of doses in each vial or something.
Yeah,
If
there's
you
2
take
doses in each vial, so
take
it's
more
a
than
total
one-
of 6 doses in your 5 people.
If
So.
you take more than one dose, you explode. It's still whiskey.
That's a rule, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm like, is that all you require from us? Or is there more?
This is the mission I got that I was supposed to do while doing the trial anyway. So
Does out of
I will
interest-
return to the outer ring now.
Out of
Or
interest,
in tomorrow, anyway.
I don't mean to pry, so tell me if I am being too forthcoming, but you say that is what you give before the trial. Did you know the trial would be such that we would be sent here?
We knew quite a lot about this. We know about quite a lot about the secret realm and the sect that were here before. We figured as much.
I slap you
We
on the
weren't sure,
shoulders
however.
and I say, Caesar, they're not so bad.
I just kind of ignore you.
You distrusted them, right? They just wanted some grass water.
I don't know if I would say I distrusted them. I was merely unsure why they came to his trial, or what was the real purpose.
Well, I'm glad they turned out nice. So we don't have to fight them.
Well, the real purpose. Well, the real purpose is, of course, to finish the trial and become disciples of the sect. But
Of course.
we were told to take the opportunity to do more.
It's not hurt to
Well, if you
risk.
know so much about this place, is there anything else neat going on around here?
Eating meat.
Well, we're about halfway through at this point, or close to. After the sun becomes bright again, the world will take us out, as far as I understand it. So with everyone having, also the mercenary at this point gives you the four cores as well.
Oh, baby. Oh, we have 2 spare, right? I guess I
So we have 3 vials and 2 cores and 5 people.
Should I just write down 2 cores? Because that's 0.
For the beast cores, which we needed for the trial, we already have like 3.
Yeah, but we have 2 extra cores and 3 vials.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll write down 2 beast cores.
Yeah, you
So,
Yeah, I think the people who waited the longest can have 2 beast cores. I think that makes sense,
do.
right?
But you should eat the extra one.
They suggest this in game.
We learned something you could eat beast cores, right? That came up at one point.
Well, we've learned that someone ate them.
the crazy lady, yes, you called her 8 beast cores, yes.
Yeah! I'm like, perhaps you could try to eat
So
it.
what we could do is 3 of us take the
see.
vials and 2 eat the beast.
But the vials is plenty for the 5 of us. right?
Oh, there is.
I'm assuming they hear a giant crack as, you know...
Yeah, she...
Sound of his
doesn't know
teeth
anything
breaking.
about-
There were 2 doses in each, Demon.
Oh, there's 2 doses in each. Okay, gotcha.
And is she trained?
That's
She
all right.
is. Okay. Feng Juan kind of sheepishly. I don't think it's a wise idea to try to eat the beast course.
I'm holding my
I-
hand on my
I
jaw.
appre-
I don't think so either.
I appreciate your concern, Feng Huan, but you see my friend Yang here. Can you not sense the void of ki within this man? Can you not sense how lacking of ki he is? Surely, consuming the power of a ki beast would vitalize him.
Wait, he's the only one without key?
He has the opposite. He has
No, I'm without ki. He's got even less than me.
negative ki. He absorbs ki from the waking world around him.
Wait, but well, how can he have less than nothing?
My eyes are like kind of in horror. What are you? You just be thankful you can't see what I can see.
Ooh, negative 2 key.
I'm like, well, strange. I wonder. I kind of turn to the Fang twins, and I'm like, out of interest, we ran in. You say you know much about this realm.
Not twins, but yeah.
Whatever. We ran into a woman who called herself the queen of this realm. Do you have any idea who that could be?
There was some indication she might have been only the queen of a part of it.
True.
She indicated there might be other monarchs in various other parts of this
She also
circle of mountains.
consumed the beast call herself, which is why I suggest.
Yes.
She was part bird.
She was also part bird. Let us not forget this. I give Tang an approving look.
I remember.
She. Where did you see her?
That way.
That way.
It was before
At this At this point, she actually, she seems quite interested in hearing this, and she actually straight up takes up a map.
It was before we got lost by the river within the strange place that you described. Whatever. I can't remember.
We hadn't crossed the barrier then yet.
I think we had crossed the barrier.
No, we are not.
I believe it to be.
We had not. So like there, maybe.
Wait, they have a map.
Maybe it was before we crossed the barrier. We were on our way to cross the barrier.
Now I agree with you, Zen. They are cheating. They have a map.
I mean, if you could draw really fast, you could have drawn a map before we descended at the very start of all this.
By Jove, he's got it. Which hex do I think it was in my character? It wasn't like 4 weeks ago for me, for Zen. Which hex was it?
I think it was like
Yeah,
there,
it wasn't
right?
This area.
This
Was
one?
there? Okay.
Yeah, it was outside.
Yeah, I think it was when we were moving from here to here, right?
Wait. Is there a different map on Roll20? Because mine is still in combat map.
Yeah, this is a different map.
Yeah, we're on a different map now.
Huh, okay, my Roll20 has been refreshed. I'll refresh the page. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll...
Like, it was when we were moving between these two hexes.
I mark on the map as accurately as I can remember where I think it was about.
Okay.
I don't mark it, but I point to my finger. It's like, I believe we encountered her here. I can remember correctly.
She defeated some guys that were
yams
apparently
that way.
up to no good. Starting some trouble in her neighborhood. Sorry.
Well, strange. The only people of a certain strength, unless they're, well, full of themselves, in a more foolish sense of the word, would call themselves queens.
She did seem pretty foolish.
She was very strong though. Able to take one of us out with a single slap.
Oh yeah, she beat down Tang.
Oh,
Like,
why do you gotta tell her that?
Without much effort, it appeared. Tang was but an ant beneath her boot.
If she is what I think she is,
It's
not
then
even a
I'm
very
not
significant
surprised.
ant.
She might.
This is like I look so dejected right now.
She might, or probably is, actually a spirit beast. Powerful enough to be able to take human form.
She did seem interested in eating their cores and stealing our lotuses. Lotai. Lotitides.
I'm a bit unsure what use the lotuses would have in normal circumstances. If she is a beast of this world, she probably has quite a few of them, especially of the normal kind.
She was only interested in those with 3 leaves. Something simple.
I imagine strong beasts to be large lizards with very sharp teeth that would
Thinking of
stomp
dinosaurs,
about. Wait, they exist?
if she revealed her true form, I'm sure she would be more in the image that you would imagine.
I see.
And tiny little
Sure, she was feathered just like dinosaurs.
Well, spirit beasts do normally eat spirit cores, especially those in their same attributes as their own.
That makes sense. She seemed to be looking for very specific cores and lotuses.
True, it's true.
Well, if she didn't kill you, that means at the very least she just doesn't have an interest of doing so.
Yes, we were happy to hear it as well. When she did it.
Well, I'm sure with the fact that she's not trapped within the second or first layer of the first or second inner layers, I'm sure that she's not someone that inhibits this test all too much. Yes, probably be best to keep away from her though.
She did seem to inhibit it for the bodies we found, but yes. I'm sure they had a good reason.
I believe
Had a
people
good-
attack her though.
Apparently they were bad guys, yeah.
Also, they weren't dead. Just so you remember.
Yes, dead to me.
Pathetic.
That's what they were.
Fail the test.
Well, going down to 0 HP without any healing, you pretty much failed the test at that point.
Well, thank you for your help in the matter of securing these beast calls, but probably our time to bid farewell for now.
No,
Do you know anything of
Farewell.
how the test ends?
Yeah,
Is that somewhere we're supposed to go?
He said we got spirited away from nowhere because we don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah,
Should
like they're coming.
Okay.
What
They
about
still,
the-
they still need us out of the place, right? We are still within the.
Yeah, they already told us we'd get TP'd out. It's fine.
I think we're out of the ring now, though. Oh no, not out of the ring.
No,
Rather,
you're
out
still.
of the trap, the magical.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
outside of the raid.
Right, toward the mountains we go. Follow the compass.
I say to the east.
The compass
Yeah.
says this way.
Towards the bewilderment array again? Is that where we're gonna go?
Yeah, it can't be a whole hex, you know. Around it.
I asked the Fang family.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the coming trials? I'm so curious.
I smack him on the back of the head.
What? That's not cheating.
I'm
I bow.
sure it might very much
No
just be
listening.
rudimentary tests up to
Cheating,
this
cheating.
one. I'm sure it's nothing more life-threatening.
Huh. Okay. Wait, where does he go? Oh well.
Oh, and Faye.
It's okay.
You see Ning throws you a badge. And she
Ooh.
says, if you...
It's got a smiley face on it.
It has the... it's like a wooden badge with the carved into it as the symbol of Phoenix.
Oh, dude,
Phoenix
that's the one up.
wooden badge.
Yeah.
I assume it weighs 0.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, let's
Wood.
test. If you die of it, you come back. Let's test it.
Yeah. No. And then she says, just if you show that one, you are free to enter any of the cities within the Fang Empire.
Hey, that's very welcoming of you.
Well,
I've heard only good. That's such a lie. I can't say that.
more or less opposite of the
I've
truth.
heard some good things in my life. We've come
I've heard much about the Fang Empire, and personally look forward to visiting it at the first opportunity. That is true.
Oh.
Well, I am certain that you'll succeed in the trial. So
Hey, you guys have taught me a lot about not being racist in the last few days.
Fun in your life.
We try and we try.
So yeah, say
Alright.
farewell to the
Yeah, I would
good
even.
only.
I found that it's possible to be a
Bye.
celestial,
Good luck.
or a monkey, or even a sneaky cat, and still be more intelligent than the human in the party.
When you say Tom, you don't know I'm a cat.
So that's why sneaky cat.
It's just the way you keep, like, looking at yourself.
Yeah, you see your ass in the evenings. It gives it away.
Just, you know.
Okay, but real talk though. We don't actually know the full extent of this fucking bewilderment array, right?
No, it's probably dodgy.
So probably heading like south from here is probably the smart move. Like,
probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, we could just, camp out for the remaining duration. Just,
I feel like at the very least we should get out of the inner ring.
Yes, we should leave the inner ring. This is where more dangers reside.
DM does love those random encounters.
I mean, that said, and this is something we considered right at the beginning of the trial, and it is worth noting that given the nature of the sun,
I do like it.
trial is almost over. And anyone who, as we were up until recently, are still lacking for
We could help
components
them.
for the passing might
Alright.
be desperate or growing in desperation at this point. On the one hand, yeah, I'm not necessarily inclined not to help anyone, but no, the point I was more trying to make is that there is a chance, perhaps not even so much of a slim one, that if we leave the inner ring and travel towards the outer ring, which we estimate to be more populated by those trying to, those trying to complete the trial might attack us if they have yet to acquire their own items.
Perhaps then we could go close to the edge, be on the side of the inner ring, but be close to the outer ring, in the case that we get attacked by an overwhelming force, and we can then go beyond the barrier to save.
There is not much travel left in us for today, I would say, given the lowness of the sun.
Well,
And given the state of the sun today, it's possible that there's only a very short amount of time left before the whole trial is concluded. So who knows how far we'll make it. But I agree with Wei's overall assessment. I think being closer, being on the border, walking the line, as it were, is probably one of the safer areas to be in.
Faye thinks back like 5 minutes ago when they were talking to the sisters, and remember that the sun needs to actually fill up again before the trial.
Oh, fill up? Oh, okay. Sorry.
She assumed we'd had about half our
I
total.
did miss that part. Oh, okay, cool.
She said that by Podtrack?
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, so we got ages. Okay, well in that case, yeah, let's go camp out on the line.
I'm not scared of
Keep watch.
enemies or like other people ambushing us. I mean, we're pretty strong. I think we can take them. And if they try and fail, that's people to go against us, right?
Yes, I'm more concerned when we are. Well, not all of us have recovered fully yet, and
You keep going on about those wounds, and I punch him in the wound.
Oh god!
No, just kidding. Push him next to the wound.
But more importantly, I can't see that well right now in the dark.
I've got life of toil, so I'm used to working alone.
Hey, you got that lovely oil lamp I gave you. How do you
Yes.
about?
How much oil do you have?
Yeah, how much oil do you have?
5.
Damn, it's full of oil. 5 tons of oil. 5 tankers full.
So 30 hours?
Saudi Arabia's of oil.
I believe it's what 6 hours of 6 hours.
5 universes.
Yeah, 6 hours for a lantern lamp, so 30 hours worth of oil.
It's only a day and a half.
Yeah. Hey, you can use
But it should, in terms of like our daytime, activity, it should last us through the darkest hours of the trial.
True that.
Alright, traits are a thing in Pathfinder. I never picked any traits.
traits are indeed a thing.
No traits for you.
You get improved initiative.
He's incredibly specific.
Ooh, there's a new monthly roll 20 thing. Ooh,
Good.
maps.
Look at this trait, baby. Look how specific. Oh, baby.
But that's a +1 AC though. Pretty good.
That's pretty strong for. Yeah.
And
There's a trait that is just +1 AC if you're wearing heavy armor. That's just a trait at all.
There's some less specific ones.
Yeah.
Alright, Podtrack, give us the nighttime rule. We set up camp for the night.
Okay, you set up camp. Do you
Yes, we have watch, obviously.
Yeah. What
What are you doing?
bullied as a child, +2.
Hey, that's the official description. I can't help that Chris removed it.
They were mean to me in the dojo. I pared down a lot of these things. The text is so long.
Okay, so do you guys use the dew?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would.
I'll save my dose for another evening.
Good. I chug it. Give me the extra level.
Okay, you chug the dough. You level up till 10? No, I'm just kidding.
I also
You get a permanent +1 to your will saves.
I take the one that is left for Faye and be like, Faye, you don't want this.
The 2 that are left for Faye.
Okay, +1 to will saves.
Put this on.
I write input this, I guess. Let's go.
I give it like an hour to make sure nothing horrible happens to any of them, Podtrack, and then
I don't feel any different. I guess my spirit can't be tamed.
I'll give you a look.
Have you ever thought about something before you said it?
Pretty good way.
Yeah, sometimes you have to shut up, but I felt so free ever since I've been on the road. I can feel like I can say anything I want.
So we drink, we get +1 as well?
Just no racial slurs, please.
Other than, monkey. That's okay, right? Monkey?
Depends.
You're just full of them.
Chugging. Oh, dude, all my saves are the same now.
Same. No, not true.
What? Bullshit.
Fucking paladin.
My 4 saves sucks.
My 4 saves
My
great.
saves are all 7.
Man, you're insane. My best save only was 6.
I've got an 8 in there.
Yeah,
You got 8?
forces roll suck. I'm at 476 now.
366. Isn't good.
I've got a trait for it, and I've got a +4.
Oh my god, he cannot be tamed. You right.
Well, that's what I will say. I'll tell you that.
He cannot be tamed. You right. Tamed.
Well then, the night passes without issue. You wake up and it's still nice.
Just checking.
You regain the 3 HP from
Let's go.
night.
Oh right, okay, now. Oh, Chris, did you do your? Oh yeah, you did
Did I
your
yourself,
heal.
right?
Yeah, man, I gave it to you.
I meditate. Give my key points back.
Oh yeah, I can reset my shit.
I regret having not used my volatile conduit yet again, but whatever, we killed everything. It doesn't matter.
Your favorite enemy.
Yeah, I didn't use that. The thing is, it's a swift action. I could use my swift action to not have any spell fail chance.
Don't fail.
I'm gonna be regretful when you can't fill your spells anymore. It's always so exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't now. Well, I say I can't now. As long as I use swift action, I can't now. And I don't think I'm going to get any more to prevent it than that.
Oh, I thought at a certain point you could.
Nah, it's basically.
It is still dim light in general, but in the thickets of trees and under the canopy of large trees, it's essentially dark.
Stay away from those.
I walk towards those.
Make sure to stay in the shadow.
Exactly.
But yeah, okay. So I think our goal today is this travel.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is there
Yeah,
any goal we have in mind while on the road? Like do we want to find other people, or
To not get ambushed.
Nah, I'm feeling
or
chill.
trying to remain hidden? Like
I think neither. I think we're just traveling to our
Yeah, I'm
destination.
just walking with my eyes open.
we're just going towards the mountains for now.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah, well, as far as we can around this bewilderment array, because...
If I enter the mountains, it's my favorite enemy.
Whoa, it's a 7!
Oh shit! It is indeed a 7. But that
What if Scrub writes the 1 instead of just doing a d20?
I bet he typed /roll as well.
yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, I could have just used this thing. Anyway, yeah. So nothing happens as you make your way towards the attacks. Do you guys keep your eyes out? Do any survivaling or?
It's kind of chilling.
We could check. Way is actually interested in native plants. Since he has his wayplant already, but he could find other.
More wayplants.
He could find also the Zedong plant. Yeah? So he's gonna do some survival.
You can go. Anyone who wants survival and perception.
And perception. Oh, and or. Oh, okay, both. I have those buttons. They exist for me. I always roll good survival. Let's fuck it up this time. Oh, it's not even fucked.
Sure.
It's not even fucked.
Those are actually pretty good rolls.
I'll just perceive.
Yeah, I'm not very surviving right now. I'm just perceiving, you know? Just a little kind of.
Tang Yang. You notice sinkhole.
A sinkhole.
Yeah, just like a hole in the ground, a bit away from the path. which you're walking.
How big is this hole?
Like almost 10 feet wide.
Wait, guys, there's a really strange hole over there.
That's just fake.
Very amusing, Jen.
You have to have laughs at some point.
I don't get it. Anyway, I'll walk over towards the hole.
You
I pushed Tang in.
towards the hole.
That's what he's ever been in.
Yeah, you yeah, as you walk towards the hole, way
Purple one.
massive, just a massive purple.
An underground dragon.
I can sure this was you. You see it goes like just straight down into.
I look up in the air.
Yeah.
Is it okay? So
It's too dark for you to be able to see all the way down. And to be fair, with the light situation currently, it doesn't need to be that deep for you to not be able to see anything.
I wonder what made it. Wait, there's no way. Nah, it doesn't work. I was wondering if somebody fell from the sky and didn't slow down. They made this hole. That seems far-fetched.
Way with your survival, you do see that
I'm pretty close. Deal with it.
the ground around the sinkhole seems quite like well traveled by something. Like it seems like something else, like on the like straight on the edge, it's almost like slid down or up from the.
Can back up from there. Everyone go back from the hole. It's.
I back away from the hole.
No way.
I'm not racist anymore. I trust him. I move away from the hole very quickly.
I was nowhere near the hole, but I go further away.
See, seems things can slid into this hole pretty easily.
Don't you say it, Jen. Don't you fucking say it.
Give you a look at it. He like turns a little red and then looks at me.
The fucking noble board.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not like reputation is something extremely important in this world or anything.
Yeah, the dirtier the jokes, the better the reputation.
Pretty sure that's not how it works, but yep.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Yes, let's just sink no more holes for now.
I don't know what's down there though.
Yeah.
This is a spirit realm.
No. Careful thinking, young tank.
I would imagine death.
How close, Sen, would you say you are to the hole?
Zen?
Yeah.
I was not that close to it. I literally just said a minute ago I wasn't even close, I go further away. I don't know. 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm pretty experienced with being on the ground. There could be a lot of valuable things there.
The most valuable thing.
Diamonds, yeah.
Yeah.
They are pretty valuable.
Dragon! It's the dragon! It's +2 if it's about dragons.
Sadly, this in particular doesn't have anything to do with dragons. You do, however, feel like a tugging feeling on your backpack. Like something's tugging on your backpack.
I looked at Yang. Jesus, man, stealing already. No, okay. A quick and my reflex would allow. Turn around and try to grab at the air, even if there's nothing there.
You grab and there's nothing there, and you still feel the same tugging, though it seems to have changed directions now.
What do you mean by change directions?
Like it seems to be before because you're facing the hole, right?
Yeah.
When you was there, it was like it tugged up, and as you turned around, it started tugging like straight behind you.
So towards the hole?
Yeah, towards the hole.
I consider quickly what is in my backpack.
Gosh, I think the hole made him crazy.
Do you like open the backpack and check or what?
First of all, what it could be. I think back. I do have a cool feather. That's all I can see in my bag. That is, Right. I remember where I put the cool feather in the bag and look to see if it seems to be pulling in that general area.
It is indeed, and with your high perception, you can also you see from like the slit in the as you close the backpack, you can see like a very, very faint light.
That's cool. I try to, without opening the bag very much, try to slip my hand in and kind of grab hold of it, but while keeping the bag basically shut around my hand, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, you grab hold of it. It feels a bit warm, not like hot warm, but just like
I would draw
almost
it.
like a person. Yeah, you would draw it, and you see all of you as he pulls it out. See a bright light, like a torch, essentially.
Oh, the cleansing flame!
And the feather doesn't seems to be tugging towards the sinkhole.
That's weird.
Curious and curious.
That is indeed weird.
Maybe let it go and see what happens.
More precise to see what kind of tracks are they. What has left the tracks?
With a 26, yeah, that's really high.
Alright.
I would say that as you like look around, or you're pretty far away from the. It would be really hard. It's really hard for you to tell away from the just from how the grass has been disturbed. Like they seem to be pretty. Whatever it is, it's pretty light-footed.
Wei pulls out a rope from his backpack. Someone hold on to this. Let's tie this to a tree. I'm gonna go closer to the hole and examine these tracks.
Okay, you find a
I've
tree.
got decent strength. I tie it around. I wrap it around the trunk and then hold the other end.
Okay, I'm sure you're stronger than the trunk is. You found a trunk like 15 feet away or something like that.
Yeah.
How long is the rope?
The fourth rope is like 30 feet or 50 feet, I don't remember. Because I've just a rope.
I think it's 50 feet normally. I feel
Every
like
edition ever is 50 feet, right?
we didn't use rope. I thought we used rope for something. Oh no, maybe that was different.
No, we haven't used rope at all, I think.
Okay. Oh, it was fucking Jet used rope, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking jet, dude.
Poor dead man.
I would be so sad if Jet died. Let's see.
He's alive. 50 foot, yeah.
Yeah, 50 foot, yeah.
Well,
So, you throw it down, and it, from how it feels like it has hit the ground. But you can't see the ground from...
I'm going down. I'm trying to rope around myself as I approach.
Oh, okay, that's what you're gonna do. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, the only one of the few doesn't have dark vision, jumps down the hole with the rope.
I'm not going down the hole. I need to go down the hole to examine the tracks.
Sounds like he's jumped down now.
He's already
Sounds
down.
like it jumped down.
I shoved him
Okay,
down.
you examine the area around the hole with the rope for safety. I got it.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Safety first. You see, you don't see any tracks. You do, however, as you examine and touch the ground, you feel something stick to your hand, and as you look at it, it seems to be some sort of webbing.
Weapon.
Web. Yep. Some web.
It's just like the other Pathfinder campaign.
This seems like webbing, I guess, would be a way to describe the terrain here. I feel like this is a trap laid by some monster. So best I can say of this.
More.
Or perhaps
more beasts.
entrance to the monster's lair.
I can't think of many reasons why the Fev would be trying to get back, unless it was related to if it was the spirit beast, the one we saw before.
I
Wait, but
agree.
if she's a ladybird, then surely she should be up there, not down there.
Well, we don't know what her true identity is.
All I can think is perhaps it's not worth us staying to find out.
Yes, I think we should put some distance between ourselves and this hole sooner rather than later.
I must agree. Perhaps
Leave Way tied to the tree and
Like a lost puppy.
like bait, like the bait goat in Jurassic Park.
If I keep walking away, does the feather still seem to want to get close, even when I'm 100 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I hold it in my hand until I feel the sensation ends. And if it doesn't end for 1,000 feet, then I put it in the bag anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't end.
Interesting. I mean, I put it in the bag, but I make sure the bag is well shut so it cannot fly.
Does it keep pulling that back?
Yeah, it's like it's barely noticeable, but
Yeah, out of interest, like when you say like I perceived it, to me was it like, oh, suddenly I felt it, or I noticed something that was kind of nagging me for a little bit? Like, did I think it suddenly happened, or it had been happening?
it felt more like it's been nagging you for a bit.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. I'm like, what is that? Oh yeah, okay. Not just like, oh my god, suddenly. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it hasn't been like more like totally sure that it wasn't like yesterday or some shit.
Yeah, on the morning, right? My bag or whatever. Sure, yeah.
Well, perhaps we can return here with better if we ever return to this realm and examine this strange hole.
I will put it on the to-do list.
Do you think I'll ever return here?
Well, perhaps we get the opportunity one day.
I kind of shrug. It's like perhaps it's used for a training ground for future work.
That is most possible. Also,
that'd be
the Fang lady, they knew about this place, and there must be other ways and other uses for this.
Yeah, it's just I never imagined my going south to a spirit realm once. Not to mention twice.
But you have prepared to have begun the journey to Immortal. Did you think such a journey would not have multiple times you may have to enter the realm of spirits?
No.
Ah, okay.
Don't bully Tang for not thinking these things through.
I thought
You are
we
ready,
would
you are
have to
ready,
climb
you
the
are-
highest mountain, and I thought that's where the trial would be.
I kind of look around. Well, we seem to be quite high in the mountains now.
Yeah.
Everyone's journey to immortality, if such a thing is achieved, will be unique, personal, and undoubtedly totally dissimilar to any path anyone has walked before.
So
Immortality is such a rare and potent gift that for it to be describable to those who do not truly understand it, it could not, surely could not be so mundane. If you don't expect to travel to the spirit realm, then I expect you'll spend less time in the spirit realm than perhaps Shen does, with his expectation of
You really think
hanging out there all the time.
our paths will
dragon
widen that much?
the dragon realm is where I wish to be.
Silly you, dragons don't exist anymore.
I bow my head in sadness. Right, goddamn it.
Maybe your family shouldn't have hunted them to extinction.
I bow my head further.
So tasty.
Fried dragon, it's the best.
Good thing
Tasty except the dragon, you know. That's why I don't eat meat when nothing compares to dragon.
Just inherent, genetically unable to eat anything but dragon
He's
meat.
a dragon vor. Wait, that sounds wrong.
Don't Google that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys keep on traveling, and you reach this tile that you're currently in.
And that's our day's travel.
Yep. It wasn't like it was like an hour away from where the hole was, by the way.
Oof.
Until the night.
Is it? Have we reached the border yet?
The border? Yeah. You a bit before you, a bit after you hit the hole. You
Okay.
No,
went.
We wanted to pass through, right? We wanted to be on this side, but like skirting the edge, or
Yeah,
we didn't get by, but sure.
we wouldn't just be like just past it. Because then, yeah, exactly. Because like we can dip back in if we think it's like too crowded out here, you know.
Yeah, okay, sure. I thought we were planning to be on the bad side, but I didn't really get that. No, on the easy side.
Good side. The PvP side, not the PvE
We're
side.
just gonna camp here for the remaining days, right? Like we're not planning to move any further.
Yeah. We should probably ask the old Scooch.
Given that it's so nearby, I wouldn't object to going and checking out that giant pole in the distance tomorrow. Since we haven't actually been to look at one yet, you know. But,
Wait, you're very good at climbing trees. Can you make a treehouse? I've heard of those things.
I've never tried. I'm not much of a builder, but I could probably put a. I mean, I don't know. I've never tried, honestly.
Imagine not having knowledge engineering. Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Very
more
specific
Having
temple,
more
that
than
one.
3 trained skills.
The Temple of Engineering.
Comes up a lot, man.
But perhaps I could probably put some. Make a very rudimentary platform up to trees if I give enough time, wood and ropes.
Well, it sounds like a fun task you'll be getting on for the following few days.
Yeah, Valheim's
But I agree that I'm kind of interested in seeing the banner close.
Well, seems like we could set out for that in the morning. I am happy to do so as well.
Is this now like the evening or like setting up camp and stuff, right? Just to be clear.
I figured so.
Okay, how's everyone feeling? Who'd like a bit of a shot of healing?
the old lay on hands moments.
I have felt better.
I am about 2/3.
A little less than that.
Let's say. Is anyone feeling great?
I mean, I always feel great. I mean, physically or mentally?
Whatever. One for each of you.
Well, I think Yang is
You
the one
guys have
who's
spirit coming
most-
through. You are great mentally. Your mental health is so great. It's never been greater.
Yang is the one who got gored by the boar, right? So maybe he should.
Yeah, one for each of you guys. I'm more than 2/3, so I'm fine.
For each of you, I'm Max.
Oh, you're Max? I thought I said you were...
You know, I don't feel great.
Okay, fine.
You're
Okay,
not
one
Max
for each of
Elio
us.
Zay.
Get out of here, Jen.
Oh,
Okay. Tang, here you go. Yang, here you go.
glad I missed
Faye, here you go. Faye, here you go. Nice.
Fucking bullshit.
I got one. I'll take it.
An even spread. Even spread.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all my lay on handsing. Now sleep, child.
We set up.
I'll do it quick. As we're slowly
Be taking off rations. Huh?
setting up camp. I will.
Oh
go
yeah,
over...
shit. I fucking haven't been taking off rations.
How many days have you in this spirit realm now?
Have rations. That's not a problem.
I have several rations. But not
It was
necessarily.
like
I have 2 rations.
1, 2, 3. No,
Hmm.
it's sort of like over here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
We've
5,
been counting during the day, so I'm
Six.
sure that's what we've been doing.
7.
Yeah.
So this is the 8th or 9th night, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Ninth
out
night. Oh, I've
Good
made my
thing-
rations.
Good thing we harvested
you-
those badgers, right?
Yeah, you ate the badgers and you ate the birds.
But we also harvested food from them that lasted us multiple days.
I could give you some rations for all my guess.
Perfect. That gets me through exactly my 5.
Let's say that we just now run out of rations. Still.
Okay, sure. You're just.
We'll have to
just
do some hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
Let's see here.
How do you want to do that?
I'm pretty sure that there's a way of.
Like a survival thing must be, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a survival roll. I think you move half your speed.
Survive in wilderness. A DC 10. Move along half your overland speed while foraging. You can provide food and water for one other person for every 2 points by which your check exceeds 10.
Oh, busted.
But I mean, like,
Surely we'll get enough survival with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We won't. We will only have to be able to go half speed.
But yeah, we're not planning on moving anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, presumably we can survive tomorrow as well as going and checking out the big banner.
It's in our heads, yeah.
Seems reasonable, right? But that's all assuming we survive the night. Patrick?
You won't survive the night.
Surviveth we the night.
Let's see if you survive the night. I want Sen to make me a perception check.
Then excellent.
Yeah.
This is good.
Oh,
And it's a deceptive person.
I'm constantly readying in Overwatch style to attack. By the way, any of you movements. It's constantly happening. Just so you know. Just so you
That
know.
is very.
No harm to ready something constantly. You know.
Okay. So, in the distance, it's complete darkness. How much dark vision do you have?
60. No, no one has more than 60.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing.
No one, Jack.
On the border of your dark vision, you see more of these axe beak birds moving around, but they you occasionally see one like walk towards you, but quickly turn around and walk away.
Trying to remember how tough were these things, guys?
Sorry.
We fought them like when we were level 2, I don't know.
You have to. You have to search for yourself.
The birds were fine.
Tang almost died, yeah.
Then doesn't.
They
Oh,
didn't
that's really good meat.
That was the problem. That was the thing. Like, if they get hits in, they are pretty tough.
But they
Rumors of my death were exaggerated.
They have some good meat on them though, right?
That's
Yeah.
true. You remember Tang almost getting pecked to death because someone woke him up in time.
We were gonna go hunting tomorrow anyway. I mean, the hunting came to us. You know what I mean? How many are there?
You're quite unsure because they're going out and in and out of your vision.
Yeah, but roughly.
But you would say at least 4, maybe more.
Oh,
And you don't know if they're all normal ones or some more.
watch them.
Okay. Yeah, you watch them, but they do not disturb your watch any further. After about like 20 minutes, they stop showing up.
Sure. I keep readying.
Okay, the rest of the night goes without worry.
Yeah,
Anyway.
when I swap watch with Necklace, I'm like, they should be careful. But...
When you guys wake up and you feel that, it's daytime now. Still dark though. Still complete darkness.
We're so close to Mordor.
I look at the sun. Is it like full eclipse now?
It is full eclipse right now.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, eclipse is like a thing that happened in our world. I don't know. It's like
No.
So my
I-
gone out. Okay.
But surely when we had
propose
like
that-
7 suns or whatever, some of them would like cross over each other.
Nah.
I propose that instead of going to date the banner, since it's so dark, we just try to scavenge for food and go to the banner where we can see better.
It's true. You wouldn't be.
You all hear the whistling sound.
Arrows.
As what seems to be a gust of wind, but almost visible to the eye, of like grayish, like this, like
I mean, can I see
Greyish
this? It's
air,
complete
just
darkness.
wash over you. And I need all of you to make fort saves.
Oh, but that was not good save.
But I'm gonna roll real bad.
Hmm.
I rolled real bad.
You did
Oh,
indeed
God.
roll
Alright.
really
Thanks
bad.
pretty good at his forces.
This is in the morning though, right?
Yeah, it's in the morning. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
Roll my round hand back.
it's fine though. You'll only take 1 point of negative damage as the negative energy damage as the wave.
There's nothing special about negative energy damage, right?
No, it's just a damage type. It just does damage.
Wait, so the save did nothing for me?
Yeah, it rolled 1. So yeah, it saves it nothing for you.
Okay, that's weird.
What a good use of a net one.
First damage.
Yeah.
That felt strange.
It's
I
almost
don't know if I have the oil to keep the lantern going like all. Well, I mean, I probably do, but I'm probably going to need some for tomorrow. So
Okay.
today I'll just go with the light
Let's
spell.
take a campfire for today.
if we stay here, we could just make a real fire.
I can keep a light spell going. I only have to recast it every 30 minutes.
True, but it might also be nice to have some warmth.
That's true.
And it does had a horrible chill in the air just now.
I'll have a light spell going on something I'm carrying or wearing.
Yeah, we should have some people go hunting.
Indeed,
And with his dark vision.
The best survivors.
yeah, I'm happy to search.
I mean, whatever. I got fuck all else to do. So I survive as well.
Yeah, let's go survive.
I'll help
Go
you build
ahead.
a treehouse.
I
Go
should-
ahead and survive.
I supply food for myself and 2 others.
Food for
Jen
myself.
finds enough food for everyone. Good done, baby.
Good day's hunting. I
You,
thought.
But what if we
you find enough food.
what if we create some more rations up for the coming days?
You can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Yeah, you find like a normal hare and stuff like that. That you actually find
Critters.
some animals, some critters, yeah, that seem straight up they're dead without any
Fucking dead.
notable damage.
Of course, they got the gust of wind. Hey, easy hunting, baby.
No wonder it was so easy today. Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't eat meat, so I find some nice mushrooms as well. You know.
Yeah. You find some mushrooms and edible plants and
I'll say
roots.
at the Temple of the Red
Very-
Crown Typhoon they teach us about air and wind. That was magical. I know it.
Yes, that was certainly some sort of evil energy washing over the land.
Evil.
Perhaps something to do with
About an hour later,
Oh.
I need you to make another fort save as another gust of wind
Let's get inside. Wind.
goes forth, and
Maybe
this
should dive in
one
the hole.
seems a bit bigger.
Oh.
But this is the one I rolled bad.
And why does it roll so bad?
Yang, where's your fortitude, Yang?
Okay, Wei, you take 1 damage.
Excellent.
The rest of you take 2 damage. Okay, Yang, you also take 1 damage.
Dude, that's all my fucking health I recovered today.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about this.
This is going to prove quite irksome if it keeps up.
Yeah,
Might even be deadly.
Perhaps cover. Does the wind keep coming from a particular direction?
Give me a perception check.
Sure. What direction?
One direction.
Okay, then, as you are looking around, you see, the sun is completely eclipsed, but it has like a halo around it. So the mountain tops and whatnot are a bit illuminated. You can see the mountains in the background, and you can see these masses of these dark masses just going over the tops of the mountain into the valley.
So can
Yes.
I assume? Does it look like that if you were right next edge of the mountain, then you'd have some cover from it? Yeah, because like.
No, it's from the looks of it, it's just rolling down the mountain,
It's crazy.
straight down.
Fluid dynamics at work anyway. It doesn't make
It's almost like it's magic.
It's almost like it's magical.
Yeah. Alright, so I look at. I'm like, well, I believe it's coming from the mountains, but
They're everywhere.
indeed, we could try to set up a quick amount of shelter.
We should go and get in that hole.
We could too.
That sounds like a last
That's
resort.
genius. Let's do it.
The hole is indeed
I
a
mean,
lot.
if I was like inside like a tent, I don't own a tent, but like hypothetically,
Well, tent is just like more clothing, right?
yeah, sure. But they also like in real life, snow also stops pretty well by tents, you know.
Yeah, but like you like it might stop some of it, but it kind of felt like the winds went straight through you.
I say this can't be a common occurrence here, right? We found life, even small, helpless life, that was killed by the first gust this morning, all through the valley the entire time all through the crater the entire time we've been here, right?
Mhm.
Perhaps this is a thing that only happens during eclipses that aren't that common. Like, it could be that eclipses are very rare, and that is why we had the trial now with an eclipse.
Well, either way, I'm not sure perhaps what we could do.
How about that treehouse, though? That'll cover us.
The hole really might be our best bet.
Well, let's see. How much of this day has gone?
2 hours.
A bit more than an hour, because the first wind came at the morning, and then another wind came now after about an hour.
Yeah.
Perhaps we must.
Perhaps we should indeed go look for the hole. Because. Well, perhaps. We could try to observe if the wind goes to tree.
But from what Jen described, it's flowing into the crater from all sides.
Indeed.
True.
It's passing many trees along this way, and it doesn't seem to be affected at all. I mean, we're deep within the forest now, and there is no shelter.
That is.
Yes, the wind blows.
Yes.
Maybe the pillar will provide shelter.
Perhaps I was thinking that is one site is common. If they have any if there was anywhere safe to hide, I would assume it would be around that or in the hole. And
We should definitely fucking left a barrier out in the one place. That would have provided us cover. Possibly.
Speaking of which, it could be worth trying heading into heading back into the more central ring. effect might be lessened by the barrier you pass through between the outer and inner areas of the...
We are not far from the barrier anyway. We could head there easily.
Perhaps we should travel there and wait for the next gust. See how much stronger it is.
I do not wish to go down into the hole until it is the last measure.
I agree. No one's at risk of dying from the next blast of wind.
Yes, let us try the
Yeah,
battle.
contracts like I've been rolling, 1d12 and got a 1 and now 2d12 and got a 2. But the 3d12 is going to be a 36.
Yeah, okay, I think that's right. Do I think we try to head back towards the barrier, Potter?
Yeah.
Okay, you start heading back towards barrier. It's only about. The hole was an hour away, and give it another hour for the barrier. It's about 2 hours. Damaging. Let me just. Fuck's sake. Can't spell.
You definitely probably want to be actually closer to the barrier than a couple of hours.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we said we were like skirting just on the other side, right?
Yeah, I thought we were we really close towards the junction.
There it is. Okay, so. An hour later, about. When you're just about past the hole, another gust of wind appears. Came out of nowhere. And I need you to make 4 saves again, yeah?
Fort saves.
I'm behind someone else, though.
There it is.
There she is.
Oh, she blows. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone but Yang. Oh, god damn it! Another 1 damage to everyone.
Hey, that's not fair. I got the 22. Yang takes the same amount of bullshit.
Boom.
I'm rolling.
I'm even less healthy than I was yesterday.
And
now.
like the wind.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
make
could have
sense.
done more damage than this on the first wind.
If this goes all wrong, then if this happens all day, we'll be in trouble.
Indeed.
To the barrier. We said we were so close, yet it seems to take us so long.
Yeah, like we
All the way over there, 2 hours
we
away.
really close to the barrier's edge.
It's taking so
That was
All
like
the way over there, 2 hours away.
I said the hole was really close. I never
yeah,
said.
but originally when we started traveling towards the barrier's edge, we said that we
Oh, okay, yeah. But, yeah.
So it's less. We camped 2 hours away like fools.
we get there 1 minute from now.
We hustle so we get there before another blast, a gust of wind comes.
Okay, you guys hustle and you feel the chill of the barrier after about 4 or 5
I
minutes.
look around for dead animals on this side.
Give me a perception check.
You find a dead mammoth. You're just like, "Oh, back we go.
Just find a herd of the spirit main boars, like fucking
So many
fell
bees.
over. Yeah, so many bees.
Only a 13. But if it's
13, you
dragon,
don't.
dead dragon?
You don't see any critters.
Oh,
You
it's
think
safe.
you think back and you don't really remember seeing that many creatures at all.
It's safe.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I hope so. I don't like an enemy I can't face, especially not if it's the wind.
I know, but it wasn't affecting like plants or anything, huh?
You can. Sorry. Potrek?
No, it didn't really seem to affect the plants.
I say you can control the wind to some extent, right, Tang? Maybe you could blow it away.
Exactly. Blast it away from us.
Well,
Whoosh.
there are
Whoosh.
people that could do that at my temple, but I was never that good at it. I was mostly.
Oh, dude, I'm a dumbass all
Yeah.
the time.
You have grown strong recently, Tam.
I have faith.
Perhaps
Yeah,
even
but-
stronger.
Perhaps try.
Nevertheless, next time I see a gust of wind approaching Potrek, I cast
Alright.
resistance on myself real quick.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I hide behind Tang next time I see a gust of wind approaching.
Okay.
My kinetic blast can counter spell
There
a spell-like ability of the same descriptor, so of air. So I just ready a punch, and as soon as I feel like the slightest bit of wind, I'm like,
I'm behind.
It's not a spell though. Sorry.
yeah, no, it's fair, that's fair.
Um,
A minute ago,
Very
we said almost as if it were magic, right? So, like,
I didn't say that.
you agreed, you said it subsequently.
Yeah.
You repeated it afterwards in the same
it's
tone.
It
almost
was
like it's
convenient
magic.
for you.
And the clock.
Yeah. Unnatural. Okay. So you have to wait on the other side of the barrier, see how the.
Yeah.
Fine, like little shell.
Give me a force save.
Do I get my resistance off in time?
Yeah.
Do I get my hiding behind Tang in time?
You hide behind Tang, but it doesn't seem
From
to do
all
anything.
directions.
Well, sadly.
God damn it.
Oh, 28, baby.
What does the resistance do?
This +1 to saves.
Okay, perfect. Very useful in this situation.
28, baby.
So everyone but Sen and Yang will
Oh.
take 3 points of damage,
Ugh, 6 damage.
and the
Could be
other
7.
and Yang and Sen take 7 points of damage.
Oh. I kind of gasp in pain. It's getting.
Okay. That seems to hurt more on this side of the barrier.
Yes.
Back we go. Let's make for the hole.
Make for the
Hole seems to be the way
I knew
to
it
survive.
was a smart idea.
Is anybody feeling seriously hurt from this? I got some 1 point lay on hands for you, baby.
1 point. Yeah.
Below half.
Below half.
Below half? Oh boy. Okay, below half. Anyone who's below half gets a lay on hands. Who's actually below half?
I mean, I'm not below half, but I'm lower than I've been a long time.
You don't see enemies, bro.
I am out there.
Yeah, Yang. Okay, Yang. Here you go. Have 3.
This is
Alright.
the highest you've given me.
Oh, we hustle to the hole. I used my feather to show me the fastest way.
Okay, yeah, you used and it was only about 40. You hustle again, so it's only about 40 minutes.
Hustle, hustle.
And you also have the light from the feather as well. So yeah, you about
Yeah.
40 minutes later, being able to take a straight line there, you arrive at the hole.
Yeah,
And you-
and this time we used the rope to go down.
When I look down, but I
This
can't.
is the order of operations.
You look down, and about 30 feet down, there's
Monster.
the
There's what?
We
The
you
ground.
see some flowing water and the ground.
Some flowing water.
we
Yeah,
tie
it's-
rope to tree one end, and then other end rope to lantern, and then we lower the lantern, but not into water because that would be ridiculous.
Hmm.
But I cast light on the lantern just in case we lower it into water, so that it still gives light. And then we climb
Okay.
down the rope.
I want to perceive for any creatures that
let's
might be
have
using the
rope.
hole as we
Second rope.
speak.
Does anyone else have rope?
Yeah.
We should set up 2 ropes just in case.
God.
I actually have silk rope. Maybe we should use that.
I also have silk.
Fancy.
But I also have a. Wait. I'd rather save my rope.
Let's
do
hope.
it. Yes.
I'll
let
tie my
us
rope to a
hope-
different tree, so we've got 2 ropes going in and out.
Let's hope dynamic lighting worked. Apparently, only Zen has dynamic lighting. But anyway, I can fix that for you guys later as I turn you over to this map.
Oh, yawning.
Hey, I'm down here, baby.
I can
Yeah,
only see
yeah.
myself.
I see nothing but darkness.
Okay, let's see if I can fix that.
Well, assuming it is darkness down here, that makes sense, except we should have a source of light on our lantern.
Yeah. Who has the lantern again?
Stuff.
It's on one of those wherever we lowered down, because we lowered it we tied it to the end of the first rope. We
Okay,
lowered
but
I need to
normally,
create an object, right?
Normally,
Mhm.
monkey has it, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
we
let's
could just
just-
put it on. Don't sit down there. Just put it on Jen.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so low.
And it's 30 feet of bright light and then another 30 feet of low light.
Okay, let's see here. There's low bright and what is it? 2040?
30, 30.
Oh,
It's like
30,
it's,
okay.
yeah, 30 feet of light bright and then 30 feet of low. With this
Like that?
busted lantern. Hey, how about that?
Oh, baby.
Except it seems to be on me.
No, it shouldn't be.
I
No.
control light, I guess.
It's on Yang.
I have vision.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
no, yeah. No, it is correct. It is correct.
The
Wait.
background looks a bit blurry, but
It takes a while to load
in.
because this is a pretty big map.
Is this from?
Hang on, no, the light
Patron
does.
Boost?
The light does seem dodgy because, like, if it's on the monkey, I shouldn't be able to see here.
No, it's on
right?
Yang. It's on Yang right now. Because
Why is
Yang
it
was in
not?
the center of the thing.
No, it's definitely on Wei because Wei is the one who can carry it without occupying any of
Yeah.
his hands because he's got
Exactly.
a tail.
Oh, okay, sure.
Come on.
But he doesn't have a prehensile tail.
He does have a
He
print
does.
on top.
Oh, you did get the print. I thought it was a thing.
That's why you can drink.
Yeah, I drink with my fucking tail.
Oh yeah, there we go. Now it should be
Cool.
fine.
And in addition to that, I'll have a light spell on myself just in case.
Oh,
Wait,
Which is 20, just 20 then 20.
He's actually doing a thing on his, like, where the...
but you type it 2040, right? So 40.
Are you using new dynamic lighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, then no. Then it should just be bright light for 20 and then new
Oh.
other light for... Like, it should, the wording on the thing is like lighting and then lighting for an additional blah. You like toggle both bright light and dim
okay.
light on, and then-
Yeah. I saw now that it's an additional description when I activate bright light that it's an additional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're currently.
So he actually has Wayplant in his hands, and he's carrying the thing with his lights.
You got the plant?
The Wayplant. It doesn't fit in my backpack, so I have to carry it in my hand.
Yeah, he has always got browse on his body or whatever.
Reasonable, I suppose.
I personally don't like the constant asking about HP and stuff. I'd rather just see people's HP bar, just because it would make
Okay,
sense
yeah,
that we would like see how.
Yeah. I don't know why I
Yeah.
haven't made you guys be able to see this to begin with.
That's alright.
Otherwise, like, man, like, how long are you
I'm
guys
gonna
like,
change mine to show the wrong number though. I have this much HP.
Whoa, you fucking low, boy. Come here. Right, I can see a number on yours as well, OP. Yeah.
Wait,
Jacko, have a 6.
Thank you.
is there
know.
anyone I haven't changed yet?
Neither.
I
Well, I
can't
see everyone's bar except for except I see the number on Jacko's, not anyone else's.
Now you know I can do math properly.
I don't see Chris's bar.
Yeah, I don't see Chris. Bro.
Yeah, secrets is
Okay,
That's a
Chris.
secret. Oh, no, you guys only see my bar. I'm the healer.
I'm pretty sure Ian's bar is wrong, but
Maybe.
Also, Potrek, the token that you keep copying for me still has the wrong name, so I keep having to change it.
Oh.
yeah, mine also has the D in my.
Oh yeah. For some reason the token's wrong. Young.
Has the D.
Dankeschön.
There we go, and then I'll just go over here. So yeah, you're currently.
Same thing for me, Potrek.
He's
Mine
no
still
longer
has
a
the D.
pirate.
I'm still.
Yeah, one moment. Let's go over here. Yeah, you still have the D.
Good.
Whoa.
Need to watch a new One Piece.
Is
Okay,
no
now-
One Piece? Oh,
Yeah, One Piece came
yeah.
Okay, guys. You are in the tunnel. Are we gonna end it here? By the way, it's 10.
Yeah, it seems like a good place to end.
Good
Yeah,
spot.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Can we get a
seems
sneak peek of what's in there? It's like a giant worm, giant spider.
good. Giant dragon, perhaps?
Giant worm spider.
Oh, no.
Giant spider dragon.
You do not see or hear anything from the position you are in.
Ah.
It's a giant bird spider.
Oh god.
That's why the better one I've been.
Wait.
Stan is the only one with dark vision, right?
Oh wait, hang on, Podtrack. I haven't like released it, but you can move through walls on this.
What?
You got a dynamic lighting restricts movement on the first tab.
I did not know how to move right here to our left, right?
Like you
It's
got the
side of the wall.
Wait, where?
you've got like on the first tab for the map. You've got the
There we
update
go.
on drop selected, but you need that. There we go. Yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed now.
Yeah,
Good, guys.
I'm
Yeah,
mistaken.
it definitely makes sense to.
That makes sense to what?
Level?
Stop it.
Oh.
You will not level yet.
What?
I'm sure we will level after the
Maybe.
Oh, by the way, now the session's over. For the record, my girlfriend thought you couldn't see her while she was scrolling on the ground.
Actually, I didn't see, so it's okay. It was only
Yeah, only Jacko was the one. Keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
I mean, she was just looking at the guy
sure
like
we-
slowly closing the door like
I realized I should have cut down my camera, but whatever.
I just got it from the stream deck. You had to delete the bot. Oh no. All our
Whatever.
viewers.
Yeah.
All our viewers.
It's a little sneak. I'm not
Your
gonna-
friends actually, like,
Actually, you might be okay because you crop the cameras pretty close, right, on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, Twitch.
I don't think. Oh, I can barely see the door. Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
sounds like you can see it.
We changed it where the camera was. It didn't used to be angled like that, right, earlier?
Someone go back and have a.
Anyways.
You could do that. You could do that.
Team was the only one allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Oh yeah. Also, speaking of the stream, those HPs are definitely old.
Yeah, I've changed some,
Man,
but
Jacob.
I don't have. You gotta tell me those things.
I got 32, Jekka.
32.
Ian definitely still only has 19 though.
Wait, not about this campaign. Are we gonna do another fucking weird border deep, like hour-long session before next session again?
No, we can do a full session next week.
Okay, and you don't. Chris won't be stuck for ages at the beginning. You don't think?
I don't think. Maybe.
Okay.
Can't wait.
I'm not gonna stand there for the next 10 hours.
my health is 32, by the way, as well, Chugga.
Your health is 32 as well. Thank you.
So when you say some of them were correct, you meant yours is correct.
Tom, can you take a short
One more.
rest on a spell? Could you just cast invisibility on both of us and then just take a short rest while it's on?
You take a short rest while concentrating?
I think so, technically.
Hmm.
Let me Google it. Short.
I still don't think we've got an hour.
What do you mean? That's how long invisibility lasts.
Yeah, but like, you know, something will probably happen before that time passes over, you know?
Tom, what's your HP right now? Or max HP?
28.
Go.
Yeah.
And
You have so much more con than everyone else, but you still only barely have more HP. Barely the most HP.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Well, I also have the highest CPI, so that helps.
Dude,
Sure.
people are saying that you can just take a short rest while concentrating.
Bastard.
Let's go hide in the fucking wardrobe, Tom, and just get your stuff back, baby.
Good session. Glad we didn't die to the wind yet. Wait, can we just wait here at the bottom of the hole for like, I don't know, however long it takes for the next wind to come contract before the next session?
Okay, sure. You wait there for about 15 minutes, and you hear the whistling of the wind above you, but it does not go down at all.
Okay, now we just agree not to go down this hole, to go any further. I would just stay.
No, just wait here, exactly.
Hey, good, yes.
Already.
He's
I
like,
don't know.
the wind starts to find its way down the hole, I'm afraid.
Kind of like-
Suddenly,
Alright.
the wind actually seems to be just 10 feet behind you every time.
Every time you decide.
God damn.
Alright, good
It's like
session, lads.